Okay. Let's see. Volume off. Go here. Channel. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Got chat up. All right. All right. Hopefully this isn't too loud. We'll find out. Let me move the microphone as far away as I can from the speaker. All right. Now I can test the volume and make sure everything is good. It sounds good. I don't know if there's going to be any echoing, but hopefully it should be okay. Continue. Right, I had to go outside. Also, was it in here? Yeah, the battle mode. This actually seems kind of like a detriment if you want to use the like the last defense moves, because they're gonna heal at the end of every turn, so you won't, you won't be able to kill them off as easily. All right. Is that the wrong button? It is the wrong button. X is map, not Y. All right. Ah, yes. One of the fire extinguishers is missing.
Guess Ato really did take off. Crazy bastard. What was he thinking? Hey! Ain't no way he can survive out there on his own. Let's hope we find him in time.
Yeah, same here. A resource map showing different areas outside school grounds and the materials that can be found in them. School outskirts. All types of materials can be found here, but are of lower quality than in other areas. Beach area. Machine materials can be found here. Forest area. Plant materials can be found here. Cave area has ore materials. The coastal area has textiles. Okay. No, don't begin it yet. I want to talk to Darwin. Come on, let's get going. Ito's body's not going to find itself. Alright. Let's begin exploration. It's not letting me pick my people. I mean, we know who's going to be in it, but... What the hell? Exploring will allow you to collect BP and materials. Select a step card from your hand and move the corresponding number of spaces. There's several types of spaces. Material spaces allow you to obtain the materials shown on the map, or on the icon. Battle spaces start a battle. Question mark spaces will cause different events to occur. The color of the spaces implies the amount of risk and reward. So I guess purple is the most risk? There are other spaces with their own unique effects, so try to land on anything that catches your eye. So, Ato's first on our list, right? Any ideas how we're supposed to find him? The fire extinguisher may have allowed him to get past the undying flames, but his hemoanima is still weak. He probably hasn't covered much distance yet. For now, let's stick close to the school and gradually fan out from there. Reach the destination space on the map to advance the story. If you're not sure where the destination space is, press X to check your surroundings. Okay, it's there. Let's go this way. You see a small drone flying around. It changes direction. It's coming right for you. Nice catch, but your hand was injured from getting caught in the spinning blade. Amamiya took damage. Minus 5 HP. Got functioning motor. What the hell? Oh. Okay. What? But that was 2. Okay, so what? Do corners eat your spaces? You see a sign in the middle of your path that has an arrow drawn on it. Ignore and move on. Go where the arrow is pointing. Find out the sign's secret code if literacy is 15 or more. Oh. Okay, let's see where it goes. Just follow the way the path the arrow indicated. Takamaru fell into a pit. Seems it was a trap. Took 3 damage. Let's get PP. See a stone statue on the roadside. It has an odd, almost spiritual air about it. Offer a prayer. You offered a prayer to the stone statue and thump! A rock fell from the sky and hit you on the head. Darmy's dead.
We did it.
Darmy is dead. Like, Darmy's just straight up fucking dead. Also, why is my inventory bigger now? Like, is it not gonna comment on the fact that Darmy's dead? Okay, I've got to save. I will save Scum if it's just like, yeah, no, Darmy's dead. Find an abandoned car. Look in the trunk. A broken part stuffed in the trunk. You decide to collect it as crafting materials. Scrap parts.
Yes.
Okay, I'm doing this so I can see, like, if Darmy really is just gone. Yeah, Darmy's just gone. She's dead. Is she back at the school? I don't know if she's back at the school.
Let's give it to him. turn. Take that! Let's do this. Got it! Ready when you are. There! Let's go.
But I thought that would kill that guy. I did my math wrong.
Ready when you are. Let's do this. Knocked it out of the park. Hauling ass. Oh yeah! Let's do this. All right. Let's give it to him.
I win, but at what cost? The army is just gone. Like, they said that
Well, take it.
Darmy would just, like, whoever dies would just be dead, right? Feel a sudden strong gust of wind. Piece of trash is flying right towards you. Grab it. Okay. Tattered piece of cloth.
Might as well take it.
See a bird flying overhead with something shiny in its beak. It might be something valuable. Oh, if I had Kako, I could get Kako to shoot it down. Throw a stone. Got a red crystal fragment. Okay.
We did it.
Found a large jar. There's only one thing to do at a time like this. Tip it over. Beautiful seed was inside the jar. When you ate it, you felt somehow more skillful. Isn't the... Okay, yeah. Found pudding. Takamura wants to use it in a recipe. What should he make? Pudding curry. Okay. Finished making the dish, an unparalleled masterpiece combining two of the greatest foods, curry and pudding. As many would expect, it was inedible. -5 health for both of us. You see a bear covered in blood staggering through a field. Looks like it doesn't have long to live. Leave it alone. You tried to ignore and move on. Had noticed you were surrounded by invaders. Okay, so I'm gonna die here.
Hauling ass. Let's do this. Rev it up. Full throttle. Knocked it out of the park. Let's freaking go. Let's give it to him. Let's freaking go! That all you got? Not there yet. That's it. Got it.
Let's give it to him. Let's do this.
I'm not done yet.
Let's freaking go. Let's give it to him. I'm all fired up. Rev it up. Let her rip.
Alright, so somehow they didn't die there.
Yes.
You're suddenly caught in a violent squall. It's going to be hard to move forward in this. Take shelter. Quickly ran into the ruins to take shelter from the rain. There you found a token lying on the floor. Got a BP silver token. Okay.
We did it.
Found an altar with an odd statue. Offerings have been placed before it. Leave an offering. Try to give an appropriate offering to the altar, and the bronze statue began to glow. You were granted some kind of spiritual protection. I lost the tattered cloth, but chances to find materials is up. So I need 4. Find the ruins of a clock store still stocked with clocks of all sizes. Some of these might have useful parts. This may still a small one. Got scrap parts.
Yes.
Okay, now I just need 2. Now I can find out if I need to reload my save, because I should have just... Like, if it wanted me to go the short way, it should have just said so.
Hey, Toe! Hey, you out here? If you're alive, answer me! No reply. Guess he's dead already.
What happened to not killing him off prematurely? Wait, you're alive? What's up, Darmy? Well, I know I'm not exactly book smart or street smart, but I've got other stuff going for me, like my eyes. Last time I got tested, I had perfect 20/20 vision. No surprise, really. I got a 20% score on most tests I take. I'm not even sure where to start with that statement. Anyhow, assuming my vision's still as good as ever, there's a ton of invaders right over there. You think we should be worried? Invaders?
Let's book it!
Yeah. Took off running as fast as we could in the direction Darmy had pointed. There, over there. You guys see them now?
There he is. It's Ado.
Oh, no! We're too late! The lights left his eyes and his soul has flown to Abraham's bosom!
We don't know that yet. We have to get rid of these invaders. Fast.
I don't have, like, the health to do that.
Alright, punks, come catch his hands.
Prepare to be Ponzord, noobs. I don't have the health for that. Oh! What? They got healed. Okay, because this is a story fight? Okay.
Here we go!
Full throttle. Let's give it to him.
Good to go.
Okay. Holy shit! I didn't know they were gonna attack him!
Let's go!
This could work out good. Because they die. And
My
you
turn.
go over here to fight them.
All right.
And then you
Freaking go!
go over here to fight them. And then, oh no, there's still some
Full
left.
throttle!
But, boom. Now they're all dead. Wave 1. Oh, there's multiple waves.
Eito? Eito! Come on, wake up.
Oh, he's alive. Yay!
Damn. You really had us worried, man.
What a relief. Now we just have to get him back to the school.
Hate to break it to you, but I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
Oh, is that all?
No matter how many times I see these things, they still don't make sense to me. Their anatomy just feels wrong, you know? Still, I don't gotta understand how they're put together to know they want to take us apart.
Better practice killing now, just in case they make us murder each other later.
Okay, guys, let's take him down. Good to go.
Here we go! Let's
You
go!
only do one attack with that? Okay.
Hauling ass!
Yes, I will boost
freaking
female
go!
anima on you.
Here we freaking go!
And then
Full throttle!
you move over here.
Let it rip!
Do that.
Let's freaking
And then
go!
do it again. And I'll kill him and get my AP
Oh, yeah.
back.
Full throttle!
And then can't quite move there.
I've got this.
You can't get close enough. But you
It's killing game time!
can get close enough.
Fine. Seriously depressing.
Move there. Oh, that hit you? Oh. Why didn't he attack?
Here we go.
Hauling ass!
Let's go! Fine. Despawn or something!
Okay, this is wave 2 of 2, so no, I don't want to end my turn. Because I want
Here we go!
to move again.
Power up! Let's do it to it!
Kill it. There we go. There we go. I win. So, Darumy's not dead? Because that would seem kind of unfair if it's just like, yeah, screw you. You got unlucky with two spaces, so you're just dead now.
Hey there, sleepyhead. You back with us?
What? Where am I? What happened?
Eito, are you all right?
I think so. I'm a little woozy, but I should be fine.
Maybe you hit your head or something. Just stay put for now. Pace yourself.
But what are you all doing here? Did you come all the way out here just for me? I left on my own, without telling anyone. You should have left me to my fate.
No, we couldn't do that. We might not have got on board with your plan, but we're still your friends. We're all in this, together.
We're all in this together.
We know how it is. We've all been plucked out of our regular lives and forced into this crazy situation. And we all want to go home. We all have people we care about back in the complex. Even if we disagree on what's best sometimes. When all's said and done, we all feel the same way. We couldn't just abandon you. We're all getting out of this, together.
All of us. Together.
Right. I want each and every one of us to get through this and go home alive. We owe that. Not just to ourselves, but to the people we care about too.
I figured you owe us now, too. Everyone totally freaked out when you disappeared, you know?
Well, most of us anyway.
Thank you. I wanted us all to survive too. I just thought escaping would be the best way to do that. I thought if I could only find some clue about how to get back to the complex, you'd see that it wasn't so hopeless after all. But I guess it wasn't meant to be. I couldn't find anything useful out here. It's all burnt out ruins, just like Circe said. There really is nowhere for us to go. There really is no escape. No, actually, there is one thing I want you to see. One of the invaders dropped this while you were fighting them off.
Aw.
Here, take it.
This is...
Before I could ask any questions, Ato lost consciousness again. I continued carrying him as we all made our way back to the school. So Darumi lived? Is it you only die if you die in battle? How's he doing? This really took it out of him, but I think he'll be okay. I put him in his room and told him to rest up for now. Thank goodness. You all did a great job bringing him back.
We're cutting it pretty damn close. Another minute or so, and those invaders would have torn him apart.
Right? It's a good thing we made it in time, right? It's a good thing someone spotted those invaders in time, right?
Yeah, we couldn't have done it without you. Good job.
There's one thing we got wrong, though. Ato wasn't running away just to save himself. He was looking for anything that might lead to a way home, so we could all escape together. The invaders found him right when he was too exhausted to carry on. He put himself in all that danger for us? That's the kind of selfless attitude I can only dream of. But he didn't actually find anything to help pinpoint our location, did he? So we're still no closer to making it home. A slapdash plan like that was doomed to failure from the start. Let's move on to more important matters. What about your other objective, Takumi? I hope you haven't forgotten your promise. The one about finding Circe? Oh, I remember all right. By way of explanation, I reached into my pocket and brought out the small object I've been carrying. Ato found this on one of the invaders. Doesn't it look kind of familiar? Huh? What is that? I do feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Yeah, it's broken now, but if I remember right, didn't Circe have a badge on his hat just like this? What? Hey, you're right. It's totally the same design. Thanks for the flashback.
Yeah, that's what we thought. If you guys see it too, I guess it ain't just a coincidence.
But you said the invaders had this. Why would they? Do you remember the spot where Ato was attacked? Could you find your way back to it? I want you to take me there tomorrow. Sure. Okay. We leave first thing in the morning. I'll meet you at the entrance hall. Hiroko was as brusque as ever. She said the bare minimum needed to get her point across and left without even glancing back. What was that about? What does all this mean? Yeah, it's probably nothing. And Ato's okay, so it's all good. Amen, hallelujah, peanut butter.
Huh?
Yeah, you're right. Nothing to worry about.
Either way, it's getting late. Let's hit the sack. We've done all we can for one day.
We've managed to make it through the day without any casualties. Apparently. We were still left with a nameless unease we couldn't quite cast off. Takamaru was right, though. There was nothing more we could do. Instead, we decided to return to our rooms for the night. I'm glad Ato's okay, but we still don't know what happened to Circe, or where he is now. And what were the invaders doing with a piece of his badge? Did he meet up with the invaders, or did they attack him? Why did he go outside the school in the first place? What was he doing?
Band out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 7th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
I promised to meet up with Hiroko at the entrance hall first thing. Or rather, she promised for me. Well... I'm sure it would be like, oh, you can't go and explore. Hiroko will kick your ass. You're late. If there's one thing I can't abide, it's having my time wasted. Don't bother making excuses. Just take me to where you found Eito yesterday. Really seems like something bad happened to Cirei, doesn't it? That's what I intend to find out. Enough talk. Lead the way. Whatever you say. Hiroko and I stepped through the wildfire, made our way to the ruins, a short way from the school grounds. Alright, so it's not going to make me go through it again. Eventually, we arrived at the spot where I had fought the invaders the day before. This is it. This is where we found Eito. And according to his story, this was dropped by one of the invaders that attacked him here.
Oh?
There's no doubt about it. This is definitely the badge from Cirei's hat. Did he have some kind of confrontation with the invaders? What was he doing out here? Let's split up and investigate more thoroughly. There may still be clues here that were overlooked. Sure. Nothing here. What in the world happened here? Are there any clues or traces I missed the first time? Nothing here. What in the world happened here? Are there any clues or traces I missed the first time? As I continued searching, my eyes fell on a little plastic trash can on the roadside. There's nothing special about it, really. Nothing that suggested it didn't belong there. And yet, when I looked at it, I felt a nagging curiosity about what might be inside. I had no grounds to be suspicious of it, no concrete evidence. Just a feeling. But I was learning to trust my hunches. Something told me that this trash can was important. I gently lifted the lid. A few hours later. Hey, so we found Cirei. Good news. Bad news, he's cut into pieces. What the?
You gotta be shitting me.
I don't understand. Why is this happening?
Why is Cirei in pieces?
I don't know. I don't understand any of this. Somebody really did a number on him. I wonder who's responsible for this. Isn't it obvious? Only one person could have done this. And that person is you! Or you! Or you! Sirei was killed by one of us! What? No way! I don't think any of us could have done it. Remember what Sirei said that one time?
Don't you dare lay hands on a superior officer, soldier! Or do you want me to detonate the bomb I had implanted in you? Oh yeah, he did say that. No way any of us could have heard him then.
Oh man, no non-stop debate this time, huh? Quit trying to drag us into your killing game fantasy. So then, it must have been the invaders, right? That seems to be the only explanation. My guess is that some invaders made it onto school grounds and killed Sirei. Then they took his remains and discarded them in the ruins beyond the Wall of Fire, before we could notice he was gone. At some point while they were handling the body, the badge on his hat must have broken off and gotten stuck on one of them. They snuck in without anyone seeing them. Are the invaders even capable of sophisticated tactics like that? From what we've seen, there are different types of invaders. Maybe some of them are built for stealth. But if they can do that, why haven't they snuck in and killed us all already? I mean, the alarm didn't go off or anything. Getting past the flames is one thing, but getting in and out without the defense system's radar detecting them too? What could do that? It almost sounds like a ghost. A ghost? That thing, or person or whatever, that I saw on the roof. Could he have done it? Now that I think about it, the day after I saw that ghost boy was the day Sirei went missing. That can't be a coincidence. So now we know for sure Sirei's not coming back. What do we do now? Will we still get to go home after 100 days, or... Huh?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Seriously? This mean what I think it means?
It's an enemy attack. They're coming. Hello, Gruncy. Oh dear, what terrible timing. No way. Why now? It just goes to show they won't only attack when it's convenient for us. Quite the opposite. If the invaders really are the ones who destroyed Sirei, they may have chosen to attack now because they know we're vulnerable. So what do we do? No one's asking us to fight, but should we?
Ain't nothing else we can do. If they get inside, we're all dead.
But it was Sirei's job to take the lead and organize us and stuff. There's no way we can win without him. No, we can win. We have to. If we want to survive, we have no other choice. Just finish up stream yourself too.
Nice.
Right, that hasn't changed. It's not a question of if or how. We fight or we die. Sometimes we fight and we die. That's all there is to it. I'll take over Sirei's role for now. Follow my orders and I'll work something out.
Whoa, hold up. Why do you get to be in charge?
Because I'm the most qualified for the job. I'm not happy about it either, but it's a matter of necessity. So what do you think about Sirei's current condition? I don't buy it. I don't think he's actually dead. I think this is a tactic to try and get them to fight.
Like hell. Oh, sorry, like hell I'm letting you push me around.
Enough. The invaders will be here soon. Anyone who can fight, follow me to the war room. Yeah, boy, let's do this. Can I get a reward if I kill the most dudes?
Fine, but I'm doing this my way.
Takamaru and Darumi took off at a run toward the war room. In contrast, the rest of the group, over half our total members, remained where they were. I see. Even when our lives are more at risk than ever, you're determined to remain on the sidelines. It's not like we don't want to help, it's just, you're going to regret this. Huh? Obviously, if we fail, you're going to be killed along with the rest of us. But even if we survive this battle, you're going to regret not joining the fight. I guarantee it. Hiriko's words sounded less like a warning than they did a threat. After pausing moments to let them sink in, she also left. I get the feeling it's going to be like, alright, now one more person is going to be willing to fight. I can't fight. I just can't. Even thinking about it makes me want to... Don't waste your time trying to recruit me. I can't do anything right. First Seirego is missing, then the invaders attack again? What terrible timing. But as long as it doesn't affect me or my dear sister, I don't really care. I wasn't talking to you. There's nothing I can do. My dear brother won't let me do anything dangerous. I'm just a regular guy, you know? I can't go out there and fight those monsters. How did I end up in a crazy situation like this? What rotten luck. Can I just... Not now. Okay. I should get going too. I'm past hesitating at this point. I have to fight. It's the only way for me to survive. I'm not dying here. I need to make it back to Karawa. Yeah, I feel like this is a tactic to get them to fight. Plus, he's like a robot or something. So, like, it's not like he can't be rebuilt. Alright, let's get started. Does everyone understand what they have to do? Ooh, I know. We go on an adrenaline-fueled killing spree, cutting down a friend and foe alike. Admirable enthusiasm. Need you to confine your attacks to the enemy, though.
Remind me again why you're calling the shots now.
I'm the strongest one here. And unlike you, I have brains as well as brawn.
Can't hit girls. You sure you're not really a dude? Now would be a great time for you to crack your egg and take a pounding.
Takamaru, accidental ally.
Please be trained so I can punch you in the face.
Come on, this is no time for us to fight among ourselves. We have to get out onto the battlefield before the invaders get here. I wonder if we can pull off some sick finishing moves. I want to pull out an invader's heart and show it to them before they die. Flawless victory.
If you're all ready, then let's begin. Initiate defensive battle.
Oh, so you missed it, Crunchy. I'm really confused about going out and exploring because I hit 2 unlucky spots. And Darumi fucking died. But she's still alive.
Now then, to business. Take this!
They may be disgusting monsters, but their insides certainly are a pretty color.
Oh yeah, it does that. I was confused too when it happened to me. It doesn't make any sense. So what I'm guessing is probably if they die while exploring outside school bounds in a battle, they die for real. But if you just get unlucky spots and they lose all their health from getting hit in the head with a rock, then they're just out of the fight.
And the way their brains splatter everywhere when you crush their skulls. It's like poetry in motion.
No, they don't die for real in the battle either. I had Takumi die in battle. He was fine. Then what was even the point? What? So they just can't die. There's just no... That makes it even more confusing. because I thought there's 100 endings to this game, right? So I thought that it was like, oh, well, if you have Darmy and Takamaru dead, then you'll get sent down this branch of endings. If you have Darmy and Hiroko dead, then you'll go down this branch of endings. But if they just can't die, how are there 100 fucking endings? Just unable to use them for the rest of the exploration. Yeah, I thought character deaths would play in the ending stuff too, but it looks like not. Yeah, I'm so confused. What are the 100 endings then? That's so weird.
You do realize how creepy you sound, right?
Ah, she's about to pull out some scissors.
Broken so soon. Ready whenever. Die! All right, let's get started. I'll chop you to pieces. How unsatisfying. Now then, to business.
It's like
Take this.
these guys will just be running for the barrier, right?
Let's do this!
Or will they try and attack me too? Yeah, they're just running for the barrier.
Time for battle. Die! My turn. Take this! Broken so soon.
I can tell you, even at the point I'm at in the game, I'm still confused. Great. Alright, let's see. I think I want Darmy. Darmy can... Yeah, Darmy can attack a bunch of them. Is there a spot where there's... No, there isn't a spot where I can get... But I can do this.
Seriously depressing.
Alright. I should have gone for the first batch because then I could have possibly gotten another batch of them. Alright,
Let's go.
Oh, this is wave 1 of 3. Okay. I'm gonna actually attack this way. Hopefully that should let them... Yeah, they can't get to the barrier. Oh, they can.
It's Killing Game time!
Alright, and then...
Let's give
Takamaru,
it to him!
can you move all the way over here and kill them? Alright.
Full throttle!
Okay, wave 1 done.
Nothing beats the feeling of trampling them beneath my feet.
I still can't believe how strong you are, Hideko.
Yeah, you're totally OP! You rocket some lead hacks or cheat codes or what?
I'm in a good mood today, so I'll tell you. The truth is, I've been fighting these monsters a lot longer than the rest of you.
What?
Oh.
I didn't know they were called school invaders at the time. All I knew was that they were a threat to the Tokyo residential complex, and that it was up to me to stop them. By the time we were brought here, I already had plenty of experience killing these things. It still never gets old, though.
You really fought them before?
You're like the OG invader exterminator!
Wait. You mean they attacked the complex before? And you fought them off every time? How did all that happen without anyone noticing?
Maybe people did notice. Maybe it was covered up. I didn't really let details like that bother me.
Maybe you shoulda.
The day Karo and I got dragged into all this, that wasn't the first time the invaders appeared? Just how long has this war been going on anyway? And how have the people in charge kept it a secret for so long? Because they literally send, like, they set off sirens and go get to shelter.
Hey guys! Looks like we've got company!
That's enough talk. Let's swat these bugs before they get out of hand.
Right! Let's do it! My turn!
Here!
Let's go!
Alright, and then I get my AP back.
Got it! Here we go!
Time to move.
Ah, I can't reach them. Also, I noticed it resets. And I dash here. And then
whenever.
use it? Yeah.
Out of my way.
I'm out of AP now. Holy shit.
Lost too much blood. Hardly a challenge.
So, how quickly will they return?
How's this? Oh,
Like, if I kill off Hiroko,
not yet. Die. Broken so soon.
Let's do this! Rev it up!
Let's do it to it!
also, goddamn, use some voltage. I'm saving the voltage.
Let's go!
Alright, I don't want to go there, I want to go there. They come back at the end of the wave. Awesome. You gain nothing from saving it? Listen, I don't need to use it.
Here we go!
Congratulations, you found where it caps. Yes! I know it caps at 300. Made it through
We
somehow.
Made it through somehow.
Oh.
Even without Sire's help.
Guess we're starting to get the hang of this hemo anima stuff. It doesn't hurt that we basically can't die either. I can get used to this immortality stuff.
That was a little too easy, though. Is this really all they've got?
Oh! Guys! Look over there! A new challenger's approaching!
You can use it for buffing attack power. You can get a +1 attack for the rest of the fight for the character. The rest of the fight? Oh. I thought it was for the rest of the wave. Okay, that could be good.
Like another monster? What the? What? That's a human.
That's a human.
They're coming right this way. Wonder what their deal is.
Could they be an invader as well? I've never seen one with a regular human physique, but it's not out of the question.
That was for the rest of the wave too for a long time. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not gonna bother when I can just kill them.
They might have gotten lost and wandered into all this by accident.
But it's nice to have as a backup for, hey, I need one more AP. Is it true? Could that person really be from the Tokyo residential complex?
What do we do now? We can't attack if there's a chance they're just a normal person, right?
I'm actually starting to miss Sirei. He'd know what to do for sure.
But he's not here. We're going to have to work things out for ourselves.
Alright, everyone stand back. Leave this to me.
Takamaru took a deep breath and then...
Hey! Who are you? Whose side are you on? You one of us? Or one of them?
I suppose I shouldn't have expected anything too complex from you.
Look! Look!
They put their hands up.
See? They understood what I said. We can communicate like normal. They've got to be human.
Maybe. We can at least get a little closer and try to talk more. It doesn't look like they're armed, so we should be okay.
Still reeling from the shock of this new development, he took a few tentative steps toward the mysterious figure. But then... Oh no.
Hemo anima?
I'm gonna say his helmet looked a lot like the black, Red Eyes Black Dragon.
What the? Is that the enemy commander? Hideko, can you get out of this?
Don't bother me. I'm trying.
It's what's his name? The coward. Oh, it's Ato. Okay.
Ato?
Don't get me wrong. I'm not here because I suddenly believe everything Sirei told us. But something you said got through to me, Takumi. Even if we disagree on some matters, we're still friends. I can't begin to tell you how happy I was to hear that. It's been a long time since anybody thought of me as a friend. And friends should help each other out. Isn't that right? That's why I've decided to fight too. I found something that I want to protect. I won't just stand by and let my friends get hurt anymore. I'll fight alongside you, and we'll all make it home. Together.
Too many cheesy lines. Too much power and friendship. When did this turn into a shonen anime?
Now that's what I'm talking about. I agree, though. That speech was totally lit.
Great work, Ito. I knew you'd come through.
Sorry it took me so long, but I fully intend to make up for lost time. I won't pretend I'm not scared, but I'll be okay. When I think of how you're all counting on me, I feel courage welling up inside. True friendship. I guess this is what it feels like.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the corny speeches either.
Now we're back in the game and got another fighter on our team. That commander's going down.
Right. The invaders aren't getting through us.
Getting the jump on me is something I can't forgive. I'll make them regret it. With every fiber of their being.
Yes! To protect the ones we love, so we can all return home together. We will fight!
Annihilate the enemy boss. Don't let the generator or everyone die. Alright. Tell me about Ato. What do you got, Ato? Random buff after taking action.
I guess it's my
Alright.
turn.
He's an attacker who gains a random buff with each action. He will randomly gain attack +1, armor +1, or fatigue. You've got Judge. 3 attack.
I'm ready whenever. This feels incredible.
And I can just do it again.
Leave it to
Oh,
me.
no, I can't do it again. Okay. So you can't stack them.
We better get moving. Alarm turns down their numbers.
What have you got? Attack boost. Oh. Wait. No, that's what I
I'm ready whenever.
got, right?
Yes, leave it to me.
What did he get?
I guess it's my turn. Let's go.
Time for battle.
Let's freaking go! Hauling ass! I'm all fired up! Revving up!
What's your special
Hauling
attack?
ass!
Ah, yes.
Full throttle!
Oh, he attacks everyone in his range. Attack boost is the Hemoanima boost you gave him. The random buff looks like he didn't get fatigued. Oh! Okay, so when it said one of the things is either attack up, defense up, or fatigue, what it meant was that he didn't get fatigued.
We better get moving.
Okay, yeah, I see this now.
Here we go.
Now see, condition, attack up. That wasn't there before. So that means it only counts once he gets fatigued.
I guess it's my turn.
Now he has a +2. Yeah, because he's done two actions. So he should have 2. Holy shit! Sorry, Ato. Well, sorry, Ato.
Now then, to business. Chop you to pieces. Ready whenever. Now then, to business. Time for battle. I'm all worked up now. Time to move.
I wanna...
Time for battle. I can hardly contain myself.
Alright.
Time to move. My turn.
This wasn't... I forgot. I'm like, I'll use her voltage move. And so I increased her attack. And then I used move again so I could move over here and use it. Forgetting that I only had 2 voltage pips. This is why I don't use the voltage.
Ready whenever. Out of my way. My turn. Time to move.
It's Killing Eve time!
Ready when you are. All right. Say when. Let's do this. Let's go. That's it. Got it. Let's do this. All right.
Now then, to business. Time for battle. Now then, to business.
Let's do this!
Now him. Ooh, they're gonna hit the barrier a lot. What? Oh, you've got a buff. Okay.
Let's give it to him!
8.
Ready whenever.
8. Oh, do they all do 8?
Let's go.
You only do 6 because you don't have the boost, but also that wouldn't matter anyway. All right, how much health you got? 28. Okay.
Let's do it to it!
Rev it up! Full throttle!
Ah, too bad I couldn't be one more over. But okay.
I'll smoke them!
Oh, right. Okay.
All right, let's get started.
It sucks that she gets fatigued afterwards, because then I could just, like, attack a bunch of guys, boost up her attack. Alright.
It's just a scratch.
Okay. The parameters are to kill the boss, yes. So I've got this in this turn.
My turn. Knock you to pieces. Time for battle. Die.
There we go. Sorry, Ato. I didn't realize you were going to be so fucking fragile.
We beat it this time, right?
It's back to its humanoid form. It's probably used up all its power.
Oh, hey, Ato, you're back.
Speaking of which, didn't the commander's powers seem a lot like our hemoanima?
You noticed that too, huh? And it's not like it just has a kind of similar vibe either. It's practically the same thing.
What makes the commander so special? Wish Siray could have told us about this. It was bad enough when they were just freaky monsters, but now we gotta deal with the ones that look like us and have the same powers too?
Hideko, do you know anything about this?
No. I never saw a human-shaped invader back home. In this case, I'm just as ignorant as you are.
So much for that idea.
So, what do we do with this one? We beat it, but it ain't dead yet. Mozokuze!
Is it talking?
Hey, what you trying to say? You understand us, right? Speaking human talk.
Sujupi. Sedudumak.
I think it's begging for mercy.
It wants us to spare its life.
Ato might be right. We couldn't understand the commander's words, but his breathing was ragged, and his voice sounded frightened, desperate even.
Hurry up and kill it.
What?
Was I not clear? We are at war. This is one of our enemies. That's all we need to know. Trying to understand or sympathize with it is just a waste of time. Somebody kill it so we can finish up here.
What?
If you're not gonna do it, then I will. Step aside.
While I struggled to put what I was feeling into words, Hiriko spoke with a sense of confidence and determination as she approached the fallen commander. Performing a finishing blow on a commander and absorbing their power will boost your skills and voltage gain rate. Okay.
Alright, let me do it. Exquisite.
Extermination complete. Special attack +1, voltage gained +10%. Okay. What just happened? Did you absorb its power?
Oh.
It's +1 from the attack boost, +1 from fortune telling. Doesn't matter because he died. Something like that. I don't know exactly how it works, but I feel stronger now. Sometimes it seems like there's nothing Hemoanima can't do. Just what is this stuff anyway? I don't know. I just tried to make the most of it.
Man, check out the body. It's shriveled up like a mummy or something. Is this what happens to them when they lose their power?
What a tragic end. Don't pay it any mind. There are enemies. Remember that. Why was the commander's power so much like ours, though? Who knows?
Just one damn mystery after another around here. And now we can't even ask Siray about any of it.
Why not? Is he still missing? Oh, right. You were totally out of it at the time, so you wouldn't know. Know what? What happened? It's like this.
S rank.
It's interesting to have one character that is already, like, near max level. No way.
Series dead? How? When I found that piece of his badge, I figured something must have happened. But I never expected it to be this bad. Who could have done this? Hey!
Oh, you're not gonna actually... Okay. It's thanks to the clue you gave us that we were able to find Sirei. I just wish it hadn't been like this. But what about the agreement we had with him? He said we'd be allowed to go home after 100 days. He was even going to tell us the truth about everything. Now we'll never find out why we were chosen or what's being kept in the defense room. I thought you were against believing anything Sirei told us. I was. Once I saw there was no way of getting back to the complex on our own, I realized there must be some truth in what he said. Whatever he was going to tell us next, I'm sure it would have been worth hearing at least. Maybe he's got a spare, like, another body that whoever's controlling him can jump into. If he did, he'd have done that already. Right, I'm sorry. I ought to be put in solitary confinement for asking stupid questions. We're basically no better off than we were before. We really supposed to sit around with no one to tell us why we're here or what we're doing? There's not a lot else we can do. We've proven pretty definitively we can't get home on our own.
Besides, we're fighting to save mankind and all that shit. We can't just quit and let the whole world go to hell.
That's if that explanation wasn't a lie. We never got the chance to hear the whole truth. Ooh, what a pickle. Sounds like we're going around in circles again. Can I be excused? It's been a rough day and I need my beauty sleep.
You're part of this too, you know.
You didn't even do anything today. A good night's sleep might help us see things more clearly. At any rate, it's getting late. We're all tired. To tell you the truth, after everything that's happened today, I'm starting to feel a little unsteady on my feet. It was a pretty fierce battle. So we're calling it here for today? Yes, I think that would be best. I'd like some time to process all of this. We're done talking then? Sweet. I kind of tuned out after the first few minutes anyway. Having successfully made it through our second battle in defense of the school, we went back to our rooms to rest up. So I'm guessing from now on, every invasion that happens will let me do a finishing blow at the end. I collapsed onto my bed and lay there, staring at the ceiling and pondering the same questions over and over. Defend the school for 100 days, then return home. That's what Sirei said. But now that he's gone, was there anyone left to hold up that end of the deal? When our time was up, would someone else show up and take us back to our old familiar residential complex? Will I really get to see Karuo again? Just in case you forgot what she looked like. Oh, was that my doorbell? Who could it be at this hour? No, I'll just go to bed. Sometimes I get strange feelings if I lie on the bed for too long. I'm a guy. It's natural. I got to my feet and opened the door. Standing in just outside was a familiar face. Sorry to disturb you. I know it's late. Oh, hey, Eito. What's up? Nothing. I just wanted to say thank you. With all the craziness today, I never got the chance to tell you how grateful I am. You're exaggerating. If anything, I should be thanking you for bailing us out when the commander had us pinned down. You saved my life, Takumi. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Seriously, it's fine. You don't have to go all dramatic on me. I'm not very good at making friends, so I tend to spend a lot of time in my own head. Maybe that's made me a little stubborn. But thanks to your actions, I've managed to realize something very important. Sometimes, it may seem like we're all alone in the world, helpless to fight back against the forces that control our destinies. But the thing is, we're not alone. Not really. As a group, we can accomplish so much more than we can as individuals. There's no hardship we can't overcome, so long as we have each other. It's not that I disagree with anything he's saying, but it's so awkward hearing it spelled out like that. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond. And then there's Hemoanima. If we think of it less as a weapon and more as a tool to protect one another, then maybe it's not so bad after all. Yeah, I guess not. I may not know what the right thing to do is yet, but I hope we can figure it out together. By combining our strengths, our skills, and our knowledge, I'm sure we can make it through this. I'll fight alongside you from now on. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. You can count on me, Takumi. Having said his piece, Ato extended his hand toward me, an expectant smile on his face. Said his piece. Shaking hands at this point felt a little redundant, not to mention overly formal. Embarrassing as it was, I still appreciated the gesture. I grasped his hand and gave it a firm shake. Thanks. Same here. All right. I just wanted you to know that. Thanks for hearing me out. Excuse me. I think I should go. I'm starting to feel queasy again. You shouldn't have pushed yourself like this. Go get some rest. I think I'll do that. Thanks for sorry for keeping you up so late. Good night, Takumi. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, see you. Fighting for our friends. As corny as it sounds, Ato's right. Things are pretty bad right now, but at least we still have each other. We just have to remember that we're not alone. And so our 7th day at Last Defense Academy, the day of our second real battle here, drew to a close.
Burn out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 8th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
My laptop just reset, so I can't see the chat right now.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your life to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Even with Sirei gone, his automated announcements keep playing like nothing's changed. We'll need to discuss what we do from here on, now that we're on our own. I should go to the cafeteria and meet up with everyone there. You can't make me. Let me get chat back up here. I don't know why it turned off. Oh. No one said anything anyway. I was rushing for nothing. I guess since Shoma's out there, I'll go chat with him. If I can find him. He's probably by the door. Live chat. There we go. Hi. Oh, we're not playing. Hey, Shoma. Maybe this is a dumb question, but do you think there are any animals around here? If there are, I hope we're not frightening them or destroying their habitats too badly. You know, I never really thought about that. The only living things I've seen since we got here are the invaders. So, Shoma, if you're concerned about stuff like that, you must really like animals, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy spending time with them and learning more about them and stuff. Oh, that's cool. I like animals too. Really? You're a fellow animal lover, Takumi? Oh no, that means you have something in common with me. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret. The last thing you need is to find yourself being lumped in with a creepy little flatworm like me. Quick, you better leave before anyone sees us together. I'll disappear into the background too. I'm good at that. Here I thought I found something that would make him open up and relax a little. His inferiority complex is even worse than I thought. Alright, no one's there. Is everyone here? Everyone's here. Okay. Then I will just teleport over. Another day, another delicious meal. How can you eat at a time like this? What better time is there? Now the cereal's gone. We can enjoy any food we want, anytime we want. This taco rice set meal is simply delectable. I've never eaten rice this fluffy before. That's the part you're enjoying? It's even better if you put whipped cream on top. Really gives the dish an extra layer of sweetness. Does taco rice need to be sweet? Our conversation was interrupted by Hiriko clearing her throat, just loud enough to demand our attention. My apologies for spoiling your fun, but could you listen to me for a moment? I have an important announcement to make. Homegirl's already plotting shit. Life's too short to eat healthy. I'm all about that sugar rush. I've seen Dharma use the Candy-O-Matic a number of times. The stuff is practically all she eats. Announcement? What does she have up her sleeve this time?
What's Hiriko want now?
Maybe whoever's in charge has called us off now the Sirai's gone. They're sending us home? You must have a kind heart to want to talk to me, but you really shouldn't bother. Just ignore me like everyone else. What was it you wanted to tell us, Hiriko? She's come to make an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my wife. It's about our future plans. I'm assuming nobody has come up with anything yet. Yeah, I didn't exactly like Sirai barking orders at us. Without him, we don't really have a lot of direction. Ato proved we can't escape on our own, so why don't we just cut loose and do whatever? Or we can keep fighting and see who gets the biggest killing streak. Loser has to slit their wrists, right across their stomach. Are they cutting their wrists or their stomach? Never mind. I don't want to know.
Why are we even talking about this? If the school falls, mankind's done for. We gotta stay and fight, commanding officer or not.
We don't know for sure if that's true or if we'll still get to go home when the time's up. We'll be in big trouble if we have to stay here forever. Sharing a living space with a bottom-feeding parasite like me is sure to depress you. I wonder how mankind is going to be wiped out exactly. Hard to say. Must have something to do with whatever's in the defense room, though. Sirai could have had the courtesy to tell us that much before he got himself killed. I'll be taking charge of the school in Sirai's absence. Follow my orders and we'll be fine. Huh? Hiriko spoke in such a matter-of-fact way, slipping it into the conversation so casually, I didn't even register what she said until a few seconds later. Wait, what? You're going to what? I said I'll be taking charge of the school in Sirai's absence. If you follow my orders, we'll be fine.
Oh, hell no. Why's it gotta be you?
We need a leader to help organize us, to give us purpose and direction. Without proper discipline, we'll never win the war against the invaders. The war? I've told you time and time again, this is war. We cannot afford to lose. For the sake of victory, you'll have to cast aside any and all unnecessary sentiments. Hope, despair, joy, fear, you don't need them anymore. You don't need to know why we're here, or what we're protecting. You don't even need to think. Just do as I say and fight. Just fight. The invader attacks are only going to get worse from here on out. We need to be at our best to match them blow for blow. That means everyone here must fight. If you want to make it out of this alive, you have to be willing to put your life on the life. Kill others so that you may survive. That is what it means to be at war. Nobody had any response to that. Hiriko's stance was an extreme one. There's no doubt about that, but nothing about it stood out as wrong either. Given the extreme circumstances we were in, it might even be the most logical way for us to proceed. Violent, heartless, but logical nonetheless. There you have it. That's how things are going to work from now on. You may resume your meaningless prattle. Now that I'm in charge, you can rest easy. I will not allow us to lose. The cafeteria fell silent in the wake of that bombshell of an announcement. We didn't have the heart to make small talk anymore. The atmosphere was just too oppressive. Eventually, our new leader said she wanted to go and think through some new battle strategies and left us there alone. Feeling deflated, we gradually dispersed and went back to our rooms. Hiriko in charge. Can't imagine anyone else could keep us all in line, but still. All that stuff about not thinking and just following orders doesn't sit right with me. I feel like surrendering all control to her would be a bad idea. I need to do something to take my mind off all this. Free time. I've got plenty of free time. Maybe I'll just wander around and look for something to do. Let's see. So Darumi wants to hang out. She'll teach me some literacy stuff. Hiriko wants to hang out and will teach me math. Eito wants to hang out and will teach me more math. Okay, and then Takamaru doesn't want to hang out. Okay. I'm determined to level up Darumi. Hey, Takumi, come watch a movie with me.
Huh?
I'm cool with watching a movie, but what did you have in mind? You weren't going to watch something gory messed up, were you? Of course not. What was with the long pause? You're up to something, aren't you? No, I'm not. I just want to watch a horror movie with you. Then just tell me what kind of horror movie. Give me a quick plot summary. Is it so messed up you can't even tell me what it's about? Creativity went up by 6. You can't level up the characters, you can only level up your stats. Yes. I understand that, sadly. Alright, Takamaru, Hiriko, and Darumi. And then Eito somewhere, right? Ah, there's Eito. Eito doesn't want to hang out now. Yeah, I wish you would let me see what my, like, creativity is a 2. A 2 of what? What does that mean? Like, creativity went up by 6. So why do I have 2 pips? I don't get how this works. I don't get how this works. It's like I've already dumped a bunch of time into linguistics. So I feel like I need to keep doing linguistics to at least get it up to the next level. Alright, you'll teach me, you'll do gym, you'll do math, and you'll do linguistics. So what I've seen, each box represents 10 points. You have somewhere between 20 and 30 points in creativity. Okay. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. But then how do I level up the actual class? Do I have to get one of those things to full? Do I have to get 100 linguistics in order to level up to level 2? Let's do an experiment. Darumi, you'll give me more creativity. Takumi, come play a game with me. You have to play one of my favorite era games. You'll totally love it. There are some point thresholds. I don't know what they are, where they are, though. Nice. Yeah, like it's not explaining that part. The gamed army chose a very erotic and extreme game, but it was really unpredictable and interesting to play. Creativity went up by 6. Alright, so if I go to the report card, I now have 3 pips in creativity. That sounds wrong. Like, there's no way you can level up your grades. Like, barely at all. Unless, the max grade is, 3.
Ready, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
You can? There is a way?
Well then, good night.
There is a way to increase them. Are there actual classes? Looks like another day's over. Back home in the residential complex, used to stay up playing video games and watching random videos online until late. Recommend sitting back and trying to hang out a little bit with everyone who's available. Okay. Alright, as long as there is a way to boost it later on. Because I'm I want to at least, I don't want to be at half for all the skills. I want to at least level up one of the skills. But if there's a way to kind of level up better later on, then alright, I'll spread it out more evenly. I don't have nearly as many things to distract or entertain me now. Once night falls, all I can really do is go to sleep. We'll see, this is not everything that there is to the stat level up system. Yeah, they should really mention that. And so my 8th day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close.
Band out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 9th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
It's morning. Hiriko's in charge now. What does that mean? Are our lives here going to be all that different from before? Anyway, I should head over to the cafeteria. Is there anyone? Tsubasa's here. Oh, everyone's still in their rooms. Okay, so can I go in Gaku's room? Okay, no. So Tsubasa's the only one to talk to right now. Yeah, they introduced it only later on, pretty soon later on, but still. Hey, Tsubasa. Morning, Tsubasa. Yeah, morning. You on your way to the cafeteria? Me? No, Sorry, I really gotta get going. What was that all about? She's acting weird. In the back of my head, it keeps popping up as this person's acting weird. Maybe they're the person behind all this shit. This person's acting weird. Maybe they're the one behind it. No one there. Okay, what? Tsubasa went back to her room. Okay. Okay, so there's 4 of them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So. Is it just us today?
Yeah, real slim pickings, huh?
Is it me, or are the ones who are missing the cowards who refuse to fight? Yes, that's right. They usually come here in the morning. Why didn't they today? Because I told them not to. They're not allowed to use the cafeteria anymore. Huh? What? Why would you do that? Last Defense Academy exists to protect humanity from the invaders. Anybody who won't contribute to that effort doesn't deserve to use its facilities. Isn't that pretty harsh, though? The way things are now, they'll never come around. It's time to start cracking the whip. I'm not going to let up until they shape up and start showing some spine. Let up on what exactly? You're in no position to be worrying about others. I need you to be ready to defend against invader attacks at a moment's notice. Our time is precious. You will not waste it. Is that understood? Without waiting for an answer, Hiroko got to her feet and left, as unshakably confident as ever. Damn, it's gonna be all business from now on, huh? This is madness.
Hey!
It does sound pretty Spartan. Madness? This is Sparta. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. Trying to force our friends to fight might only make things worse.
Not like they got any excuse to keep hanging back. None of us got any real choice here. It's like Hiroko said. That's what being at war is all about. I get you, though. There's such a thing as going too far. Wonder how else she's gonna put the pressure on them.
I have a bad feeling about this. We ate the rest of our breakfast in silence. We were all feeling uneasy about what would happen to the rest of the group going forward. Once we were done eating, we went back to our rooms. Yeah, I have noticed that we can only hang out with the people who fight. I'm worried about what else Hiroko might be planning. But it's been a couple of days since the last attack, and I'm starting to get antsy. I prefer to not just sit around. Alright, we've got Hiroko. We've got Takamaru, who'll give me a bunch of gym. And we've got Darmi, who'll give me literacy. Eito doesn't want to give me anything anymore. I missed my chance with Eito. Eito says no. Alright. I did not expect that reference when I saw it. I made a This Is Sparta joke too before Takami's in a... No, I kind of lost it after. Yeah, I didn't want to make the... I didn't want to make the reference, but yeah. So she's like, this is madness. I expected her next line to be like, no, this is Sparta. Alright, Hiroko. Hiroko, what are you doing here? I'm meditating. I wanted to relieve some of my mental exhaustion. I meditated with Hiroko. Analysis went up by 6. I like how the reference was just a subtle no from Takumi. Not intrusive. Yeah. Alright, let's see. I always do that. Oh, Eito wants to hang out with me. Hiroko wants to hang out with me. Darmi wants to hang out with me. But Takamaru doesn't. Eito. We haven't hung out yet. Eito, what are you doing here? I was analyzing the video from our defensive battle on the computer. I want to work out the behavioral patterns of each type of invader and use that to inform our future battles. You really are a born researcher, huh? Never even considered analyzing this data. I'm not physically strong, so this is the only way I can make myself useful to everyone. Calculation went up by 3, analysis went up by 3.
Heady, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
It's that time again, huh? Hiriko's plan to pressure the others into fighting still had me worried. She'd already banned them from the cafeteria. What would she do next? Whatever it is, I hope it's nothing too extreme. Dreading what the morning might bring, I slipped into an uneasy sleep, ending my 9th day at Last Defense Academy.
Troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 10th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Wow! Look at you guys, making it into double digits. In honor of this milestone, I'm giving you access to the rec room and the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor. I'll tell you all about how they work in person. See you there!
New facilities, huh? I doubt that in-person explanation is going to happen, though. We've only been here 10 days. Feels like a lot longer. We're really just getting started. And without Sirai, there's a chance we could be here even longer than 100 days. No, I can't think like that. I have to believe I'll get through this and go home. Back to the Tokyo Residential Complex. Back to Karawa.
Hey!
It'll all work out somehow. It always does. The morning announcement said the rec room and leisure lounge had been unlocked now. Actually, he said it, leisure lounge. Maybe I should go check them out. Defense room. The leisure lounge. Tell me about the leisure lounge. Oh, wow. This must be the leisure lounge. Looks like a nice place to relax. It's got a pool and everything. I like it. Huh? Not you. I'm talking about the room. Yeah, I figured that much. You wouldn't refer to me as it. Would you? It's important to take time to rest and recover. Too much work can have a negative impact on your health. Huh, that's surprising. Guess even Hiriko likes to let her hair down every now and then. Wipe that expression off your face. You can look at me like that all you want. I'm not getting into the pool with you. What? What kind of expression did I have? I prefer to relax on my own. Please understand. That's fine with me. I feel like leisure time with Hiriko was just descend into an intensive training session anyway. That's not the button. That's the button. I think we can rest here after a swim. What is this, the resort? No one's going to use this to host a Last Defense Academy radio show or something. I like to hear them play some music. A lot of good training equipment here. Swimming in a pool after training sounds like pure bliss. Ah, the rec room. So this is the rec room. Whoever built this place really did think of everything. It's one of the most normal places I've seen here, to be honest. It's not hard to imagine a fancy academy having a room like this. Hey Takumi, you're scoping out the rec room too, huh? I thought this would be a fun place to hang out for sure. It's a major disappointment though. There's no edgelord manga or misery porn anime or hardcore erogaze or anything. I'd be more worried if there was. Are we even going to be able to use some of this equipment now that Sirai's not here to tell us how it all works? Don't worry, he left behind some manuals and stuff. Eito's reading one right now. I'm not so great with all those big words. Or small ones. Or phonemic awareness in general, really. And don't even get me started on my poor focus and lack of vocabulary. She's surprisingly thorough in her understanding of her shortcomings. I do that every time. All right, we got the dartboard. We've got the Gift-O-Matic. Go table tennis. Darts, huh? Not right now. They got a table tennis table here. Not that I'm in the mood for games right now. There's a huge machine. What is it for? A2's intently scanning the pages of that book. Wonder if he's figured anything out. Is that one of the manuals? What's it say? Seems to be for that device over there. Oh, the Giftomatic. Oh, that. What exactly is that? Doesn't look like any machine I've seen before. According to this, it's called a Giftomatic. A gift of what now? Let me read you the introduction from the manual. True to its name, the Giftomatic is used to manufacture presents, charitable donations, and other doodads. Step 1. Select an item from the machine's extensive database. Step 2. Insert the required materials. Step 3. The item you requested pops out, whole and complete. Take advantage of this miracle of modern engineering to express your gratitude and affection towards your comrades and strengthen your esprit de corps. That's about the size of it. A gift-making machine. Kind of a weird idea, isn't it? Perhaps, but assuming it actually works as advertised, it's pretty impressive. I looked at the list of available items. It can make clothes, shoes, household goods, and even more complex stuff like auto parts and high-spec electronics. Oh, those auto parts will be good for Tsubasa. How about gory movies or games that were banned for being too extreme? Yes, actually. Seriously? It really is extensive. Sounds like magic or alchemy, maybe. I wonder how it works. Then again, the Revivomatic is just as much of a mystery, and that hasn't stopped us from using it. Yeah, I guess not. Do you think giving gifts would help to alleviate some of the tension around here? Oh no. The differences between the fighters and non-fighters are a little too deep-seated to resolve that easily. You're probably right. What a pity. Gift making has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. Okay, I think I've looked at all the new rooms I have access to now. Welcome to the more to the stat level up system. Oh, so like I can give them gifts and they'll like boost how much experience I get? Maybe I'll go back to my room and think about what to do next. No, I want to make a gift. A rec room and leisure lounge. Honestly, I'm not sure how much chance we'll have to use them. What other kinds of rooms does this school have that we don't know about? When will we get to see them? Still have some free time today. What should I do next? The rec room has been unlocked. You can now make gifts. By giving characters their preferred gifts, your student activities will further boost your grades. Give your classmates different kinds of presents to find out what they like best. You'll need BP materials to make gifts. In addition, you'll need key items to make certain gifts. Key items can be obtained from treasure chest spaces and through progressing the story. Let's see if there's anything I can make. Scented candle. Splatter movies. A movie where a monster attacks people when a certain date and day of the week align. Became a series after blowing up. Ha. Certain date and day of the week, huh? Like maybe, you know, Saturday the 14th. Depressing eroge. Get notes on a depressing story to unlock. Book cover. Cover to protect books or notebooks. Also helpful when you don't want anyone to see what you're reading. A place to put your glasses before you sleep. Comes with a glasses cleaner to keep the lenses clean at all times. Okay. So I can't make anything. Oh, I can make a towel. A multi-purpose towel for engineers. Oh. It's heat resistant and durable, which makes it perfect for grabbing hot metal and wiping off oils. I'm sorry, did that say torture restraints? Get bondage suit to unlock. Holy shit. The latest gaming device. It can access the school servers where all the games that have ever been released are stored. an HD digital camera. Take unbelievably clear pictures at any zoom rate. A compact camcorder. Comes with a large capacity memory card and 2 batteries, all for one great price. A handy device that can analyze anything by reading its data. You might even get rich if you use it on a treasure map. A photo book of factories at night. People love the magical vibe the lighting gives these rugged settings. Okay. So I can make some items, but I don't know what, like, none of those items are something that I could give to someone. Like, obviously this is for Dharmi. So that requires 10 rocks. I'm guessing that's ore. If you read all the descriptions right now, you'll be here an hour late. Yeah, I realized. Alright, so I guess now I start going on expeditions. You can explore outside the school using the fire extinguishers in the entrance hall. You can only go exploring in the morning, as it will take up the entire day. You'll be able to obtain more BP and materials as you explore. For more details, check the manual by the entrance hall. Alright. So if I want to explore, I have to do it early. I can't do it in the afternoon. Basically, the loop is hang out with people, find out what they like, gift the item, you get it immediately after making it, and then go back to figuring out what they like. Alright, so since I know that Dharmi wants the splatter thing, I have to get more ore. Like, because I have so much with Dharmi already, I feel like I should start with a gift for Dharmi, especially since that's also one that I know. And then I can hang out with other people to get more stuff. Each character has an exploration skill. Create a team to suit your needs by making choices corresponding to the materials you wish to gather. You can press R to go on a simple exploration, skipping straight to the results screen. However, none of your skills will activate. Oh, okay. Alright, so what does Ato do? Minerals and machines. So... okay. So that's BP, that's plants, that's textiles, that's minerals, and that's machines. Okay, so I want minerals up. Then I might as well get more BP. Oh, and a character doesn't need to be available for hanging out in order to give a gift. As long as they're available in the Give Gifts menu, you can gift them stuff. Okay, so I could make some for Tsubasa, because I know Tsubasa wants some of the engineer stuff, because she's an engineer. But I want to kind of focus the first one on someone who... someone that who already is giving me a boost. Yeah, because I want to try and find some key items too. You don't know about Tsubasa? Well, she's an engineer, so I'm guessing she wants the engineer stuff. People get added to the menu gradually. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Bonus spaces appear during free time exploration where there are no story objectives. Stopping on them will net you valuable materials. Press X to check your surroundings and make your way to bonus spaces. Treasure chest spaces will now appear during explorations. Landing on one will grant you a key item needed to unlock a gift. By obtaining key items from treasure chests. You'll be able to make new gifts with the Gift-O-Matic. Many characters' preferred items can be made from key items, so try to land on treasure chest spaces whenever you can. Let me see. Okay. Wish I could zoom out, but okay. I don't know what these level things are, but I can't get to these. Level 1. I should be able to get to level 1, right? Alright, but there's no... Okay, there are minerals around here. So that might be the best place to start from. Oh, this might be real good, although there are a bunch of monsters. But I don't think I can start from there. Okay, I have to unlock. Okay, I see. Alright, so if I go this way, then down, I can get that, I can get that, and I can get that. And I'll just grab any minerals I find along the way. The camera in this exploration stuff is so bad. Yeah, Sebastian will likely want the engineering stuff. I just don't know if you can gift them yet. If you're going down, good luck figuring out where you're going to land. You're okay.
Let's do this. Let's give it to him. Full throttle. Oh yeah! Let's freaking go! Rev it up! Let it rip! Knocked it out of the park!
Here we go! Okay! Get away from me! Wrecked! Let's go!
4.
Yes, leave it to me.
Yours does 3.
Ready when you
Yours
are.
does 2.
I'm ready whenever.
Also, you need to reach a corner in order to change direction. Yes, I noticed that.
I guess it's my turn. Allow me to trim down their numbers. We did it.
Copper ore. Holy crap. That got me 60 ore. Any items you get will be converted to materials when the exploration is over. Additionally, you can only carry 9 items. Once your item slots are full, head back by selecting End Exploration from the menu or a checkpoint. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's perfect. You found an abandoned research lab. It looks like they studied mineral ore here. Start flipping switches. When you pressed the switch you'd found, the devices in the lab started running and produced a rare ore. Got copper ore.
Yes.
Nice. Alright, can I see how much I've got of everything? No? Okay. Find a large jar. Tip it over. When you felt somehow more skillful. Chance plus 20 for textiles. When you arrive at a new checkpoint, you'll be able to select it as a starting point in future explorations. Additionally, you'll be able to move between checkpoints. If you see locked checkpoints on your map, take the initiative to reach them. Oh, so I can now... Okay, that's nice. I can teleport. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I will do 2. A large, foul-smelling flower blocks your path. Maybe it's a rare material? Take some leaves. Oh no! By pinching your nose, you're somehow able to pick a leaf. You try to move quickly. You tried to quickly move on from there, but Takumi tripped over a root and sprained an ankle. What the fuck, Takumi? If your party's HP reaches 0 while exploring, the exploration will end and you'll lose half of your items. Okay, okay. When things look dicey, retreat by choosing end exploration from a checkpoint or the menu.
Might as well take it.
Giant flower leaf. 5 is exactly what I need. School uniform. Alright. Treasure chest over there. Oh, this place is bigger than I thought it was. Okay. So will these respawn, or are these, like, permanent? Okay, I wanted to go over there. You find an area with strange medicinal odor. Herbs and grasses with healing properties seem to thrive here. You might be able to use some of them. Green herbs, duh. You pick some of the normal herbs. Simple as best, they say. Medicinal herb. Y for bag. Chance 20 for textiles means you get 20% bonus at the end of the exploration. Oh, chests don't respawn. Good, because they're key items, so it makes sense. Okay. Okay. Not what I wanted. I wanted a thing. I didn't want this. I needed to know this. So perfect. Okay. And it also tells me the chances. Or the percentage, rather. Okay. I don't really want to fight. You've activated Time Bomb. Do something and it'll explode. You cut a few chords at random and miraculously got the right one to stop the timer. You decided to keep the diffused bomb for crafting material. Dismantle bomb.
We did it.
Nice. I mean, you can see that. You can see how much it adds to everything. Yeah. You see a hole in the road ahead. It's so dark you can't see anything. Jump in the hole. There are pieces of asphalt at the bottom. They could be useful as some kind of crafting material. Got asphalt.
Might as well take it.
Now that I know that I don't have to worry as much. You find because, like, they all lose their health, I just get teleported back and lose half my stuff. You find a vacant bookstore. You can't read this language, but Ato should be able to decipher it. Which book will you show him? Java Magazine, Mineral Encyclopedia, Comic Anthology. There's a photo of minerals that could be mined in the vicinity. It should help the exploration. Ooh! You find a dilapidated old greenhouse. Lots of pumpkins are growing inside. Take a small pumpkin. When you reach to pick the small pumpkin, you discover a shiny golden one behind it. Wow, what a great find. Got a golden pumpkin.
Yes!
Ooh, that's real good. Doesn't matter, because you stop here anyway.
I got a rare one here.
Dragon illustration. You're surrounded by thick fog. You can barely see what's in front of you anymore. Wait for it to pass. You hide behind a rock and wait for the fog. Thanks to the rest, your stamina was restored. Hey, I got health back. Okay. Oh, and also, when your inventory is full, you can throw out stuff you don't want. Ooh, nice. Oh, so now I can... Okay. Found a wallet dropped on the roadside. There's a building up ahead that looks like a police station. Will you turn it in? Yeah, turn it in. Though it probably meant nothing, doing something nice improved your mood. Holy shit. My minerals are now 210%. You find the ruins of an old park. One flower bed still contains lots of healthy flowers. Oh, look at the flowers. You're able to take a brief rest while looking at the beautiful flowers. It doesn't matter. Give me textile. You see a bird roosting on top of a tall tree. Its feathers are beautiful crimson color. You tried your best to climb the tree, and before long you managed to reach the top. By then, the bird had already flown away, but it left behind a few crimson feathers.
I'll take this with me.
Rainbow feather. Your inventory's almost full. You find a platform with strange symbols drawn on it. Maybe it's an altar? My creativity's high enough. I can get the bonus action. Once you began to dance, the red crystals flew out from the altar. Small red crystal.
Might as well take it.
Alright. Alright, is there another... Okay, let's see if I can make it back to this. What is that? Oh, that must be leave. I want to try and kind of... That's kind of far. Alright. I want to try and unlock that. So I gotta make it back to the checkpoint. Move checkpoint. Okay, now I've got west, south, north. And school front. Checkpoint's over there. Okay. Oh, it stops me on that corner, huh? Rainbow Feather, do we have random Scarlet Macaws here? I guess. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. You find a tree with strange black fruits growing on it. You've never seen fruit like this before. I'll pick some of them. Ow! The moment you touched the black fruit, you felt a burning pain in your palm. What kind of fruit was that? Takumi took 5 health damage. God damn it. 3. Yes. Torn dress. Alright. Find a suitcase on the ground. There seems to be something inside, but it's locked. Try random combination. Click. You open the suitcase and took the expensive suit you found inside. Lots of...
Might as well take it.
Yeah, lots of textile. Okay, now I gotta drop something. Okay, I can't check my bag right now to see what I've got the most of. I've just gotta actually do the math. Let's see. Let's drop... Let's drop the asphalt. Oh, either way I have to fight. Okay. Okay. You should know the game auto-stops you on both treasure chest spots and the star good luck spots. Okay, good to know.
I'm ready whenever.
Let's freaking go! Oh yeah!
Here we go! Hi-ya! Fine. Let's do it to it!
Ah, it sucks I can't get both of them in one.
Here we go! Uh-oh! Dead already!
I've got this.
I guess it's my turn.
Unalive itself! It's killing game time! Stab, stab, stab!
Okay. Oh, the good loot spots. Gotcha. All right, let's see. You.
Let's do this! Eat this! Full throttle! Hauling ass! Eat my dust!
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
It's up to you from here.
Let's do it! Hi-ya! Piece of cake!
All right. And
Better
NATO.
get moving.
Kill him.
Allow me to trim down their numbers.
We did it. Diamond. I'll actually drop... I'll drop a copper ore, actually. Diamond's better. Every time he says, eat my dust, I think he's going to say, eat my ass. Alright, let's see. You're always a good start, because you can just go in and just wipe out a bunch of them.
Let's go! Fine. Go, giant of fire! Here we go!
Kill him, get back the AP.
Uh-oh! Dead already!
You know,
Let's go.
I actually didn't even make the connection before, but there's no healing items in this game. Because one of the main purposes is to die.
This isn't good. Is that all you got?
This looks good.
Does it? Not really. Strange seeds are falling from the sky. Pick them up after they hit the ground. Picked up a seed from the ground. It might be useful, usable as a crafting material. The spinning seed.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Pfft. All right. You see a red light floating up ahead. Could it be a ghost? You follow the ghost carefully, and when you saw an opening, you grabbed at it. Its true identity was a red crystal. Was the gem floating in the air?
Yes!
Okay. 200 BP ain't bad. Let's see. Plant. Or, wait. Textile. Plant. So I could probably drop the medicinal herb.
What?
An ear pick. Alright. Can't get to that one. Alright, I've unlocked another waypoint. That's a little far away. Alright. End exploration. Yes. No healing items. Let's be real. Darmy would see a random mushroom and eat it. Absolutely she would. And I got 4 key items, which should let me make 4 new gift-o-matic items.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Today went by in a flash. One thing concerns me, though. I haven't seen anyone from the non-fighting group all day. Hope they're okay. I doubt Hiroko would stop at the cafeteria. She could have forbidden them from using other facilities as well. What's their next move going to be? Will all this really motivate them to get on the battlefield with the rest of us? There's not much I can do for now. I'll just have to see how it goes. Darmy would also be incredibly bummed if that said mushroom doesn't kill her. Absolutely. She's like, what was even the point? With nothing else to do, I got into bed, and within a few minutes, I was fast asleep. Day 11.
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 11th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Time to get up. Just as I was hoisting myself out of bed and getting to my feet, something interrupted the quiet morning atmosphere. Doorbell? Yup.
Huh?
Sounds like somebody's here, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Something doesn't feel right. Brother dearest and sister dearest are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Wait. Oh no. Okay, it's not Shoma. I can figure out who it is by just looking to see who's missing. Gaku, Tsubasa, Eito. Who's missing? I want to do this because this is helping me learn the characters. Oh, wait. I know who's missing. What do you want, Darmy? Took a few hesitant steps toward the door, and took a deep breath and opened it, only to find... She just walks in. Darmy, is something wrong? oh, Takumi, you sweet summer child, you. You really haven't noticed? I'm exhausted. I can't take it anymore. So hey, you want to come die with me? Huh? Once we're dead, the pain will be gone. We'll finally be at peace. Come on, it'll only hurt for a second. Let's just die. Oh.
Die, 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 die,
What? Hey, hold on a minute. Just kidding. Man, you should have seen your face. You've been daring me, brah. How was it? I totally had you, didn't I? I thought a nice joke, first thing, would help cheer you up. That was hardly what I'd call a nice joke.
Hey!
What are you doing here anyway? I'm on a mission from our glorious leader. She told me to get all the non-fighters together in the cafeteria. Really? Hiroko's letting them back in? Yeah, to be honest though, it's kind of a drag. Think you could help me out? Misery loves company, right? Didn't Confucius say that once? You got a weird way of asking for help, but I guess I can give you a hand. Gracias, muchacho. Now, I won't have to go through all of my contingency plan. Go through with my contingency plan. Oh well, there's always next time. Tell Gaku and Tsubasa what's up, alright? Okay, thanks, bye. Darmy waved goodbye with a cheery smile, completely at odds with the creepy stuff she'd been saying. I just have to tell Gaku and Tsubasa to come to the cafeteria, right? That should be easy enough. I better get going. Imagine how scared I was getting the scene, having gifted her a noose the day before. Oh my god. I thought I screwed up and got a bad ending. So can I... Oh no, I can't teleport. I wanted to go to the rec room, but I can't. I have to go tell Tsubasa and Gaku. Eito, Tsubasa. This is Tsubasa's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. In my defense, she liked it. After a little while, the door opened with a clatter. Takumi, what is it? I'm on messenger duty. Hiroko wants us all to meet up in the cafeteria. All of us? Even the non-fighters? Yesterday, she told us we weren't allowed to leave our rooms. Has she taken that back? Hiroko said that? She really has been cracking the whip. Who knows? Maybe she wants to apologize. She has been pretty harsh on you guys lately. Come on, you don't believe that. This is Hiroko we're talking about. Yeah, I know. Just so you know, no matter what she does to us, I'm not joining the fight. I can't. Even if I want to, I couldn't. That kind of stuff just isn't possible for me. So looking like she might burst into tears at any moment, Tsubasa slunk off in the direction of the cafeteria. This is Gaku's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. After a little while, the door slowly opened. Oh, it's just you. What do you want? Hiroko said she wants everyone to meet up in the cafeteria. For real? Us too? Ugh. What's she want this time? I just know it's nothing good. That girl's got it in for me. It's not just her either. Bet all of you think us non-fighters are nothing but dead weight. No, not really. I said this before, but you guys are the weird ones. You know that? Regular people don't just go from living normal lives to fighting monsters without a second thought. I get what you mean, but... Fine, Hiroko wants us in the cafeteria. I'll go. If I don't, it'll only get worse for me, right? Man, oh man. What rotten luck. After several dramatic groans, Gaku skulked off in the direction of the cafeteria. We're the weird ones for fighting? Don't go thinking I don't know that. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it. Alright, I've done what Darmy asked me to. I should head to the cafeteria with the rest of them. Why is Hiroko getting us all together, though? I can't imagine I'm going to like what happens next. Alright, everyone's here. I guess now we'll find out what this emergency meeting is all about. What is Hiroko up to at this time? Hey, can we have something to eat before we start? So hungry I'm getting stomach cramps. Of course. I wouldn't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Here's some disposable chopsticks I found in the trash. Feel free to grill them or have them raw if you prefer. You are totally heartless! Hiroko, please, give them some real food. Can't bear to see them like this. Very well. Help yourself to dry bread. 1 per person. Just 1 slice each? We may have surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean they're unlimited. We need to use our resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. Freeloaders? Come on. That's fair. I've always been a useless freeloader. Even the air I breathe could probably be used more productively somewhere else. Let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. Our cast character is a little too big, don't you think? Maybe we should make some cuts. Let's hear what Hiroko has to say.
She's really acting like she owns the place now. Guess can't hurt to hear her out, though.
So why did you ask us to come here? Gaku, Tsubasa, Ima, Kako, and Shoma. The non-fighters, as we've been calling you. I've decided. You are going to leave this school. Huh? What do you mean leave? You're kicking us out? Kicking you out. What a delightful turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out. And if you won't leave of your own accord, I will make you. That's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us all a lot of trouble? What? Right now? Hiroko, have you lost your mind? Why would you do that to our friends? Why do you think? We've been brought here for one purpose and one purpose only. To fight. Anyone who can't, or won't, do that has no place here. So why not give it to them? If the invaders get distracted by hunting them down in the ruins outside, at least they'll be serving a purpose. What is decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend on the school, the better. You can't just use us like that! You should be grateful. I'm giving you a chance to make yourselves useful. Even then, I doubt I'd make much difference. I'll just get stepped on like the cockroach I am, and that'll be the end of it.
Hiroko, are you for real right now?
You can't go through with this. It's going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leading the school now, and what I say goes. Don't think, don't argue, just obey my orders. But it's so extreme. Can't you go a little easier on us? You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we be expected to fight to protect you when you do nothing in return? Huh? Well, you see? Now, no excuses. Pack up whatever personal belongings you have and leave. Seriously? Right now? If such a simple task is beyond you, I won't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. Wait, Hiroko, please. This is all too sudden. Can't you give them some more time? Time for what? Well, if you spring this on them out of the blue, the lesson won't really sink in, you know? All right. You've got 5 days. Huh? 5 days. You've got until day 16 to make your choice. Fight alongside us or leave forever. Just 5 days? If you do decide to fight, I'll give you a little test on that day instead. I wouldn't want you telling me what I want to hear and going back on it later. What kind of test? You'll find out when the time comes. I think that covers everything. As for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With her customary brusque attitude, Hiroko said all she had to say and left without another word. This is just too cruel. We're supposed to be comrades, friends. Friends? Yeah, right. Bet you can't wait to get rid of us. It's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Hiroko to change her mind.
Come on, man. You really think she's gonna back down now?
We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? If we're getting kicked out, we're getting kicked out. Nothing we can do about it. Makes no difference if it's now or in 5 days. It's still better than being forced to fight. Are you sure about that? I mean, once you get outside school grounds. I know. Sheesh, it's bad enough that we're gonna die out there. I don't need you reminding me. Whatever, I'm done. This school, this war, this whole saving humanity thing, it can go to hell for all I care. My whole life's just been one long string of rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? I better end up as a billionaire or something in my next life. After everything I've been through, I deserve to catch a break. Still raving to himself, Gaku stomped away, just as unwilling to hear us out as Hiroko had been. He sure is freaking out, huh? I think I know how he feels. Not that I'm putting Gaku in the same category as a sniveling worm like me. But I get what it's like to be so totally unsuited for combat that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. Even our peaceful modern-day society was too competitive for me. How am I supposed to cope on the front lines of an actual war? Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. I wouldn't call it giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live, too cowardly to die. It's a miracle I even made it this far in life. Well, not so much a miracle as an unfortunate oversight. This is simply nature's way of correcting it. Shoma gave a formal bow and left, making as little noise as possible. Shoma. I get where Hiroko's coming from, you know? It's not fair for us to hang back and let you do all the fighting. But doing anything else is really out of the question for me. Seriously, it's just not going to happen. Tsubasa. I think I must have been sent here by mistake or something. It was probably only a matter of time before I got kicked out anyway.
That's the same as saying you don't care if you die out there. You know that.
Yeah, but at least then it'll all be over. At least then I won't have to deal with all these confusing feelings anymore. I could see tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes. Before I could say anything to comfort her, she was gone too. We sure do have a lot of Debbie Downers here, don't we? Given the circumstances, I guess it's only natural. You used to be one of us, Mr. Atsuki. Why'd you have to betray us and join the Battle Freaks? I don't think I betrayed you exactly. What should we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister dearest. I have a foolproof plan. You do? Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. The element of surprise is a big part of it.
Fine, keep your secrets. But you know there's still time to change your mind, right?
I don't think so. Even if we do get thrown out of here, that hellish wasteland will be paradise, as long as I'm with my dear sister. As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We'll be going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from the invaders. Kako's gonna end up being the first one to be like, no, you know what? I will fight. The Tsukumo twins left the cafeteria arm in arm, each wearing a different expression, like a pair of sock and buskin masks.
Damn, and a single one of them willing to fight, not even to save their own skins.
Hey!
I don't think Hiroko is bluffing either. If they don't come around, she really will force them to leave. We've got 5 days. Isn't there anything we can do? She gave us that extension pretty easily, don't you think?
Now that you mention it, Takumi briefly had to say anything to get her to go along with it.
Maybe she was expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. I think Hiroko wants us to use these 5 days to convince the others to join the fight. So that's why she agreed to it right after I stepped in. She was planning to give us that time all along.
We're all just dancing to her tune, huh? Man, that pisses me off.
I don't like it either, but if we want to save everyone, this is the only way. Okay, but how's that going to work exactly? None of them seemed like they were going to budge on this. Yeah, I wonder if they're so dead set against fighting. I wonder why they're so dead set against fighting. I can only imagine, well, it must be for personal reasons. In that case, we need to get them to share what those are before we can even begin to convince them.
But how? Don't seem like they're willing to spill the beans.
You're right. We need to get them to open up to us first. By giving them a gift. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? Food? Yeah, I'm sure they're all starving. If we can fill their bellies, there's a chance we can get them to open up to us a little. Tempt them with some bait. Huh? Sounds like a plan. At least it's simple. So we gain their trust with food and then try to convince them to fight.
Sounds like a major hassle. Alright, who do we get to do this?
Takumi. In response, all eyes in the room turn toward me. I should have seen this coming. Alright, I'll do it. I will be right back. Hydration reminder. I'm going to have to go now. It's getting. I hope you enjoy this section. In one part in particular, yeah, it gets strange. Sorry, but you heard, Ima. They've already considered me a traitor. I probably wouldn't get anywhere with them.
All the subtlety and planning crap ain't really my thing. You just know Darumi'd only make it worse.
Yay, I didn't even have to come up with my own excuse. We'll still help you any way we can, of course.
Yeah, you can count on us. Not like we got anything better to do.
Heck, it'd only reverse your social links with us if you tried to do it all with yourself at this point. Thanks, guys. We've got 5 days. Let's make the most of them. So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. I'll work something out. I have to keep believing that. After taking a moment to outline our goals going forward, Eito, Takamaru, Darumi, and I went back to our rooms. 5 days. Just 5 days to turn everything around. Convincing the whole group right away is probably too much to ask for. I should pick 1 or 2 of them to focus on. Tsubasa, Shoma, Gaku, Kako, and Ima. Those are the 5 I'm trying to persuade. Of the list, Tsubasa seems the easiest to persuade. She doesn't seem as stubborn as the others. If I give her an impassioned plea, she might come around. Okay, the first one I'm going to try to convince is Tsubasa. With that decided, I should head over to her room. I'm sure she's hungry. If I bring her some food, I bet she'll at least hear me out. I rang the doorbell to Tsubasa's room. After a short while, the door slowly opened. What is it, Takumi? Is it Hirako again? If you don't mind, I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. Here, I brought you something. I figured you'd be hungry. Are those sandwiches for me? Yeah, I thought we could sit together. We could sit and eat together. It's just that I don't want Hirako to catch us. So would you mind letting me in? Of course, come on in. Welcome to my room, you beautiful sandwiches. You too, Takumi. What am I, a consolation prize? Time to see what their rooms look like. The moment the door closed, Tsubasa pounced on the sandwiches. This is what I've been missing. I've been craving moist bread since we got here. I never want to see dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper. She must have been starving. She scarfed down the sandwiches in less than a minute. Phew, I'm stuffed. Thanks, Takumi. You're a lifesaver. Now I don't have to eat dry bread today. Have you just been living on dry bread since Hirako banned you from the cafeteria? Yeah. That bread is so dry, I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask you to bring over some moist bread from time to time? No problem. I can try to sneak you some bread or rice balls. Really? But in exchange, would you open up to me? Huh? Open up to you about what? The reason why you won't fight. If you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me. Yeah, I should have expected this. Is this what you were after from the start? The sandwiches were to bribe me for information? Sorry, Tsubasa. I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I just want to understand where you're coming from. Okay, fine. But in exchange, I'm going to want some more moist bread later. She let out a deep, resigned sigh and began to share her inner thoughts. Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to stay where it's safe while you guys go out there and fight. But fighting is difficult for me. It's a physical thing. What do you mean? Tsubasa? I can't keep it down. Keep it down? When I get nervous, it comes out, and not just a little bit.
Hey!
When what comes out? I don't understand what you... Puke! I puke, okay? Huh? That's just how I'm built. When I get nervous, I hurl. Come to think of it, Tsubasa is always retching. That's why if I ever fought the invaders, I'd turn the battlefield into a sea of vomit. Maybe that's your special skill. You really want to get showered by my puke? Would you even be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke got into your eyes? Could you take medicine or something? It's a physical thing, and medicine doesn't help the issue. I've tried all sorts of things since I was little, but none of them worked. When I get worked up, it just comes out. Even now, just picture myself fighting the invaders. Are you okay? Oh god, no. No, I can't keep it. Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. She immediately pushes me out of her room, tears welling in her eyes. Phew. That's a tough thing to live with. She vomits whenever she's nervous. She's right that she won't be able to fight if she's constantly puking. Can't blame her for refusing. Have to get her like a little portable toilet or something to puke in. But there's a chance she'll fight if she can overcome this issue. It didn't seem like she was unwilling to fight. If only I can find out a way to suppress her nausea. How though? Puking is... Puking? Eito, how long have you been there? I just came by to see if I could help with anything. So what is this about puking? I hate to air out someone's personal health struggles, but this doesn't seem like something I can solve on my own. Maybe I can ask him for advice. Alright, just keep this between us, but I proceeded to tell Aito about Tsubasa's tendency to puke. I see, so that's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough. Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how. She hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right? In that case, maybe it's better we just assume she's going to vomit and plan around that instead. What do you mean? Like have her bring a high-quality sick bag or something. Sick bag? Like the bags they have on buses? I suppose if she used the bag when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about getting puke everywhere. But do they even have sick bags here? High-quality ones at that. What about using that Gift-O-Matic in the rec room? The Gift-O-Matic? Yeah, if they don't have them here, we just need to make them. Seems like it's able to make most things. It's worth looking into. We headed over to the rec room together to check the Gift-O-Matic. That seems really easy. Fashionable sick pouch. It looks like a fashionable pouch at first glance, but it contains an odor and liquid-proof barf bag. It can be fully washed for max cleanliness. Well, yeah. A fashionable sick pouch. This looks perfect. Tsubasa is sure to open up if we give this to her as a present. The materials we'll need are string, a plastic bag, and a fashionable pouch. String and plastic bags seem easy enough to find, but a fashionable pouch may prove tricky. If anyone's likely to have a pouch, it'd be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort. I'll look for a fashionable pouch if you can handle the string and plastic bags. And so Aito and I split up to gather the materials we needed to make the sick bag. Now where to start? I guess I'll just ask everyone. Give Tsubasa a heartfelt gift to persuade her. Talk to the other characters to gather information about what you should get her. You might also need to go exploring to get the materials you need to make the gift. Give everything you have to persuade Tsubasa. Can I make gifts first? No time right now, but I should make a gift for someone later. Alright. Where is everyone? Oh, Darumi's around here somewhere. Hey, Darmy. Darmy, do you have a fashionable pouch? If you do, could I have it? I don't use them. I just dump all my makeup in my bag. I even throw my mirror in there raw dog, so I always end up cutting my finger on the cracked surface. Right. You should be careful. I always imagined that all girls carried around pouches and accessory bags, but I guess that's not the case. I mean, I might not have one, but I've got some ideas where you might find a pouch. Really? Back around where we found Aito, I found what looked like a dilapidated cosmetic shop. I memorized where it was so I could go maybe pick up something from there later. Can you tell me where it is? Got the general coordinates of the cosmetic shop from Darmy. If I can't find a pouch somewhere inside the school, I'll go check this place out later. On the roof. Takamaru. What are you gonna know about a pouch? What do you know about rolling in the deep?
How's it going, Takumi? Are you getting anywhere with them?
Still working on it. Talked to Tsubasa, but it's a little complicated.
I have a feeling that she'll choose to fight with us. Yeah, bike lovers ain't no cowards.
Bike lovers. Does Tsubasa like bikes?
I mean, all vehicles, really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her shit. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me.
Not much, huh?
Apparently, her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic.
You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before.
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Workshop.
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too. I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
Her grandpa's workshop, huh? I should file this information away. It might help me convince her. By the way, Takamaru, you know where I could find a fashionable pouch?
A what?
Yeah, I knew it was a long shot. Look, Takumi. I found a plastic bag. Nice one, Eita. One item down. Let's keep this up. Where should I look next? Any ideas? You seem pretty upbeat. Oh no, I'm just having fun. It feels like a treasure hunt. I spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I never get to hang out with friends like this. I mean, we're not exactly playing around here, but whatever. You did find one of the items after all. Alright, and then we've got the entrance hall. Yep. A fashionable pouch? I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before. Not even once? We don't even carry around bags or wallets. We'd only be targeted by robbers if we did. We tie all our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. That's just being street smart. Yes, we literally keep things on our person. Reminds me of the nights we spent sleeping on the streets, me snuggling up against my sister dearest. We were pressed up very close. What kind of horrible struggles did these go through? You can have a piece of string. I recommend you tie your valuables to your thigh. Thanks, I'll do that. Well, I didn't find a pouch. I managed to find some string. That's progress, at least. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to go exploring. Well, we got string in a plastic bag, but we came up short on the fashionable pouch. Yeah, but I got a lead on where we might be able to find one. According to what Darmy told me, there's a cosmetics shop where we found Eito outside school. We'll go check it out tomorrow. Ready to go hunt for that fashionable pouch, Takumi? Now I am. Okay, let's head for the cosmetic shop. It's somewhere around the spot where we found you. And that should be in that direction. See a large barrel. What could this be doing here? Push it over. Barrel rolled away and crashed into an invader. The invader dropped some kind of crafting material. Small red crystal.
We did it.
I did it. You find a beehive. Maybe you can get some honey out of it. Take smart careful. You tripped over and alerted the bees to your presence. They start swarming around you threateningly. Go back 5 spaces. You've activated Time Bomb. Do something or it'll explode. Cut a few chords at random and miraculously got the right one to stop the timer.
I'll take this with me.
So, yeah, how do I get higher levels to get past the fire? Various mushrooms are growing on a fallen tree. Some of them might be useful. Pick the poisonous-looking purple ones. You cautiously reach toward the poisonous-looking purple mushroom. And despite its appearance, it smells really good. Should be useful material.
I'll take this with me.
The path is blocked by thick clumps of bamboo grass. Cut it before proceeding. Cut down the grass so you could pass. It looked like it could make usable material.
Yes!
You got a fashionable pouch. Look, Takumi, we got a fashionable pouch. Now we have all the materials we need. Let's get back to the rec room and make that gift for Tsubasa. Alright. Craft it. Crafting complete. Yes! We made a fashionable sick pouch. We did it, Takumi. I'm sure Tsubasa will feel relieved when we give this to her. Yeah, it'll eliminate her issue with fighting with us. Of course, just because we eliminate her reason for not fighting, doesn't necessarily mean she'll join us. If it comes to it, you're going to have to remind Tsubasa of her reason for fighting. Yeah? What's that? The important people we left behind at the Tokyo Residential Complex. The things people need to protect. I'm sure if you remind her of that, she'll get on board. So we have to go, hey, you know, if you don't help, your grandpa's gonna die. The important people we left back in the Tokyo Residential Complex. So someone like what Karu is to me. Not only do we eliminate her reason for not fighting, we need to remind her that she has a reason to fight too. Seems pretty challenging. I guess there's no point being negative. I'll go swing by her place then. Takumi, why'd you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up trying to get me to fight? You saw for yourself, I puked all over the place. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only going to cause everyone trouble. Wait, you're giving this to me? Wow, it's such a cute pouch. Why are you giving me this? Wait, are you trying to bribe me again? You don't need to be so alarmed. I just want to talk to you for a bit. Could you tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting? Say the right things to Tsubasa as she shares her worries and convince her to fight. You can choose what to say by pressing L twice. The number of options may increase as the conversation progresses. If you choose the right responses, the persuasion rate will increase, bringing this case to 100% to successfully persuade her. Even if you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point, So don't worry and just do your best to persuade Tsubasa. Okay. I already told you why I can't fight.
It's because it comes out when I get nervous. I start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. I know I'm going to puke if I ever fight against those invaders. And it's gonna get everywhere. I mean, I don't mind if I puke on myself, but I know you guys would get caught in the crossfire. Puke flies farther than you think. Plus,
Just use that sick bag.
Just use that sick bag.
This is a sick bag? It's a fashionable sick pouch. I know it just looks like a regular accessory pouch. I've never seen a sick bag that looks this cute. I wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry this around in public. If you're gonna spew into this. That way you won't cause trouble for anyone else. You can puke wherever you need to.
You don't need to be afraid anymore.
So how about it, Tsubasa? Will you fight alongside us now? Tsubasa? I'm sorry, Takumi. I know you went through all this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight. Why not? Your puking issue should be solved now. I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone will make fun of me. Of course, what Tsubasa can't handle isn't the puking itself, but that everyone would see her do it. I know that now is not the time to be embarrassed, and there is a part of me that wants to get out there and fight with you.
but I can't handle getting teased for my puking anymore.
Her voice is trembling. She must have suffered a lot because of her nervous stomach. I'm here if you want to talk about it. You must have been through a lot because of your ailment. I don't mind telling you, but it's kind of a bummer. You need to eliminate Tsubasa's hang-ups with her vomiting and get her to join the fight. I've got to try this again.
You want to know my nickname in grade school? It was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking. Do you know how much of an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public. Like how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and it made me sad. I'd cry in secret and puke some more. That's why I decided before I went to middle school to avoid any situation that made me nervous. To live an easy life free of any puke. That's why I can't fight. Because if I fought, I would definitely puke. I think that if I puked in front of everyone here, the same thing would happen again. They would be repulsed and give me a mean...
I'll puke with you.
I'll puke with you.
What are you talking about? If you puked on your own, you'd stand out. So I'll puke you with you. That way we'll both share half the attention. No way I'm letting anyone willing to fight for their loved ones get ostracized for puking.
They're gonna have to make fun of me too.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, I'll puke for you right here, right now if you want me to.
Tsubasa stared at me as if she was trying to figure me out. I gave her as meaningful a look as I could in return. I won't let Tsubasa go through this alone. If she gets made fun of, then so will I. I continued to meet her gaze in silence. I had a feeling that if I looked away now, she'd close herself off again. 1 minute, then 2. I continued to meet her gaze without even blinking. Then suddenly, her expression relaxed as if I had gotten through to her.
I see. You're stupid, aren't you?
Puke with me? Are you crazy? How did you get like this? It wasn't the reaction I was expecting, but I got her to smile at least. I don't know how long it's been since I had a real heart-to-heart with someone. I try my best to hide my feelings from others because I'm afraid of puking. I would have never imagined this. Tsubasa looks so cheerful and friendly, but underneath it all, she's actually very troubled. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. I'm sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I had no idea how tough things have been for you. But as long as you're in the school, I'll never let you feel lonely. Wait, hold on. Are you saying you see me as some kind of charity case? Should I not be? Life hasn't been that hard for me. Granted, things didn't go well at school, but I still had a place I felt like I could belong. A place where Tsubasa feels like she belongs. If memory serves.
Apparently your grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic.
You mean your grandpa's workshop? How'd you know that? Takamaru told me. You hung out there every day, he said. Yeah, tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop was always the highlight of my day. So you don't need to worry about me that much. People can get by well enough as long as they have one place they can belong. Tsubasa's face lit up the moment she began talking about her grandpa's workshop. Must be the most important thing in the world to her. If it's anything like how Karu is to me, then... Do you mind sharing what it was like spending time at your grandpa's workshop? If her grandpa's workshop is the thing that matters most to her, then maybe that can be her reason to fight.
Because of the way I am, I always try to keep my emotions in check. All I can think about is not letting anything make me puke. But I can finally be myself when I'm tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop. Machines are really fascinating and let me forget about the world. I'd get covered in oil every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course I failed a lot too, but Grandpa would always cheer me up with his belly laughs. Fail as much as you want, Tsubasa. Star players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too. No matter how much I messed up, he'd never kick me out. Even when his granddaughter was a good-for-nothing puker, he'd always look after me. That's why I love his workshop. It's the embodiment of his kindness.
Grandpa's really nice. Oh, that was just good?
Your grandpa's really nice.
Yeah, my grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world. He's a royal grease monkey who always protects his granddaughter. His workshop is his castle. My dream is to one day take over his workshop. I want to protect the place that's protected me all of my life.
Yeah, well, it might get destroyed.
You know, his workshop might get destroyed.
Remember what Siri said? If we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us.
Your friends, families, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all of that will be forfeit.
But wasn't he just lying? As shady as Siri may have been, I don't think everything he told us was a lie. The Tokyo residential complex was attacked by tons of invaders before we were brought here. Our loved ones being in imminent danger might well be true. So my grandpa's workshop is in danger too? It's entirely possible. No way. Tsubasa was at a loss for words. The possibility that her loved ones could be attacked by the invaders terrified her. Took a step closer to her and stared right into her eyes.
If you want to protect your grandpa's workshop, then there's only one thing for you to do. Find the courage to fight the invaders.
But can a coward like me do that?
Don't worry. You don't have to do it alone. We'll protect what's important to you together. So just protect us in return. Come with us.
And protect what matters most to us together.
And protect what matters most to us together.
Oh god, I shattered her! Oh no, I'm sorry, Tsubasa! Fighting protect humanity to protect my grandpa and his workshop? Can someone like me really do that? Of course you can. You don't have to do it alone. We can make it through this together. I'm not making any promises. I'm gonna need a little more time. But I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. I'll think about what it is I really want and what I'd need to do to make it happen. Is that okay? Sure, that sounds great. Okay, and thanks, Takumi. Phew. I did what I could with Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. There are 4 people left to convince. Ima, Kako, Shoma, and Gaku. Of the 4, Gaku seems the most likely to hear me out. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board. Okay, I'll talk to Gaku next. There's no time to waste. I grabbed the sandwich offering and headed over to Gaku's room. Huh? Why won't I fight? Because I'm scared, obviously. After filling up on the sandwiches I brought him, Gaku revealed the reason why he won't fight. I mean, how is it not scary? What the hell are those invader monsters anyway? They're like straight from a manga. There's no way I can face them. I'd rather get kicked out of the school than have to fight them. If you're kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer then? I'm telling you, I can't help that I'm scared. How can all of you be fine fighting those monsters? You're the ones who are crazy, not me. Must have a couple screws loose. It's not like we want to fight either. We have no other choice if we want to protect what matters to us most. If we don't defend the school, everyone in the Tokyo residential complex is in danger. I mean, don't you have people you care about? If we don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed. People I care about? I don't have anyone like that. What? But your family? I don't have a family. I'm an orphan who was abandoned as a baby. I worked and survived at the poor group home that took me in. Found myself falling silent. Had no idea Gaku had such a past. I see. Sorry, I didn't know. Whatever. I don't really care. Besides, being an orphan isn't all bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the Tokyo residential complex. But are you sure? If the Tokyo residential complex goes down, everyone dies. You might not have any family, but surely you have people you don't want to see die. I told you I don't. I struggle enough looking after myself. It's been like this my whole life. I'm only looking out for number 1. Okay, we're done here. Go home. Wait, hold on. Just hear me out. I told you I won't fight. If you want me to risk my life so much, then bring me money. Money's the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bring me a fat stack of bills, then we'll talk. Money? Judge me all you want. I don't care what people say. This is how I live my life. If you're not gonna pay me, then get the heck out of here. Shoo! Shoo! Gaku pushed me right out of his room. Well, that didn't work. Seems like the only way he'll hear me out is if I actually bring him money. But nobody has money here. We're basically brought here with just the clothes on our backs. If I can't pay him money, maybe I can give him some sort of gift instead. I'll have to bribe him with something else. In any case, I need to get him to open up to me. Let me try making a gift for Gaku using Gift-O-Matic in the rec room. What will get him to open up to me? What's something he wants? Something with monetary value. No point trying to think of something on my own. I'll go ask the others and see if they have any ideas. Look, Takumi, look what I found. What's that? A surgical scalpel. I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. It must be my lucky day. Just think how much easier I can do my cutting. Darmi swung the scalpel around as she ran down the hallway. She's acting like a psychotic slasher. Are you that surprised? Alright, no one else on this floor. Second floor, Takamaru and Eito. I think the The convincing things don't take too long. So I'm thinking maybe I'll convince Gaku, and then I'll wrap up.
Something Gaku might want? What about some needles and thread?
Huh?
Needles and thread.
Apparently Gaku's good at sewing. You don't seem like no amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery around my jacket and got all worked up. He was all like, not bad embroidery, but I can do something like that easy.
So Gaku can sew. I'm surprised that Gaku had such a domestic side to him.
Ah.
Where do you think he learned how to sew?
Well, he's the oldest of a big family. After having to sew up the clothes his brothers ripped up day in and day out, he just got good at it.
Huh?
Big family. That's not what he told me. He said he was an orphan. He also said he worked at a group home.
Apparently he's got over 20 siblings. Like, holy shit, right? I guess every family's got their issues.
Wait a second. Maybe those are the other foster kids living in the group home. But if that's the case, turns out he's got a family after all. Should make a note of this. Gaku's got a family of foster siblings. And then Ato's right over here, I believe. A present for Gaku. What about clothes? Clothes. I guess his outfits are always patched up. He doesn't have a lot of clothes, or the money to buy more. I see, so he doesn't have the means. So I think he'd be very happy if we gave him clothes. But I can't just bring him any old clothes. It'd have to be something he likes. If I'm going to get him clothes, I need to research his tastes. Haruko. I peeked into the war room and saw Hiroko, sorry, not Haruko, typing something on the computer with a serious look on her face. What are you doing, Hiroko? I'm looking over footage of past battles and making a record. A record? A record of how many invaders and which commanders we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we've contributed to this war. She's even doing administrative work? She might be hard to get along with, but she's certainly brilliant and capable. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously. You think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't, but it's still important. We need to keep these kinds of records. Or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to our reward when the war is over. Reward? Didn't I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their heads. That's what Sirei said, at least. That's true. Then we're not fighting for free? That's why I'm documenting all of this for you, so that doesn't happen. So the rewards for taking out the invaders. Might be able to use this information later when I'm trying to get Gaku on board. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Sorry, never mind. Okay. I'm starting to get an idea of what present to get for Gaku. Present for Gaku? What about clothes? Gaku's always wearing patched-up clothes, so a gift related to clothing might be good. Although giving him clothes isn't a good plan. I'm sure he has his own taste and style, and the chances of him liking whatever clothes I pick out are low.
Apparently Gaku's good at sewing, and you don't seem like no amateur.
According to Takamaru, Gaku can sew, and pretty well at that. Then what about giving him a sewing kit? He'd be able to make whatever clothes he wants, and even keep wearing his current clothes, but mending them whenever he needs to. I searched the Gift-O-Matic for sewing-related gifts. After a few minutes of searching, sewing kit. Sewing kit with all the tools needed for any project. In the hands of an expert, is better than a machine. A sewing kit. This looks good. The materials I'll need are needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. It's a lot of materials. Gathering them all is going to be a pain. I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. If the place Starmie found was a surgical facility, they might have needles and thread for stitching. It's also sure to have scissors, and if there are medical cotton pads, they might work in place of the cotton. Okay, I'll go exploring tomorrow. I'll have Jarumi show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. Ready to go find more scalpels for my cutting, Takumi?
Hey!
You mean to look for materials to make Gaku's present army? I don't know why I save when I now know that there's no downside. Ah! I don't understand that my legs aren't showing up. So, is he dead? Who? Eita? The Chihiro looking dude? Okay, take me to that hospital, Darmy. Yeah, okay, but don't get mad at me if I get lost. You've got great eyesight. Search start. The guy who went missing is not dead. We found him, collapsed, saved him from a bunch of the monsters, but he had found half of the badge that Sirei, the ghost weird guy, had on his hat, and we found him in a trash can cut up into pieces. So he's not coming back. And now Hiriko, who is the Byakuya girl, she took charge of the school, and she has now given the people who refuse to fight 5 days to decide if they want to fight or not. And if they don't, she's kicking them out of the school, and they'll have to try and survive on their own. We've already managed to convince Tsubasa, who is the mechanic girl. Find a small pond. Small pond. The water is cloudy and you can't see the bottom. There seems to be something down there. Shot with a net. A BP bronze token.
This looks good.
Shame. It's alright, he's got a cool ass, like, scythe. You see shards of glass on the ground. You might be able to use them for something. Look for intact pieces of glass. Your desperate search proved fruitful, as you were able to find beautiful glass. It looked like it would make for good crafting material. Pretty glass.
We did it.
You find a pair of men's underwear on the ground. What is this doing here? See if they're still clean. It didn't appear to be dirty. It should be more or less usable as crafting material. You see a bird roosting on top of a tall tree. Its feathers are a beautiful crimson color. Climb the tree. Got the rainbow feather.
Yes!
You find lots of abandoned home appliances. You might be able to dismantle them for parts. Dismantle a refrigerator. You're able to assemble the washing machine clear... What washing machine? I said refrigerator. You decided to take whatever parts look like they still worked. Compressor.
This looks good.
So we can now go on expeditions and collect materials. There's a giant machine that will make anything we can think of. Find a sharp, sturdy axe. You can probably use it to cut down some of the nearby trees. Harvest wood slowly and carefully. Through careful effort, you successfully cut down the tree. It was tiring work, but it earned you some great lumber. We got sturdy lumber, but I lost 3 health. Ow.
We did it.
You got needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. Needle, thread, scissors, cotton. Alright, I got all the materials. Okay, can we go home then? I'm getting bored. I just want to go back to my room and play depressing Aerogaze. So good. You'll be here for... I decided that I would convince this next guy, and then I'd wrap up. So you'll be able to see the whole process. So I talked to him, found out that he doesn't... He's afraid of fighting. And he said the only thing that'll get him to fight is money. So unless I can give him money, or the promise of money, he will not fight. So I talked to all the other people, and they told me that he has patched up clothes. He he was an orphan, and so he lives in a foster home. He likes sewing. So I found a sewing kit, went out and got the ingredients for that. So now I can make it. I can go talk to him, bring him food, and say, hey, look, I got you a gift. And try and convince him. Quitting is for babies. What do you mean wrap up? Well, I had to go get like groceries and like pick up turtle later and stuff. But I have to get groceries. I'm gonna make spaghetti. Yes, the sewing kit's done. I immediately headed to Gaku's room with the newly made gift. Lame. Well, I can only stream so much. I'm thinking I might stream Sunday because I got the house to myself again. It's only for a couple hours, but I can get some streaming in. Ew! You don't like spaghetti? What the hell? I make my own sauce. Doesn't matter how many times you come over. I'm never going to fight those invaders. The only way to convince me is with a sack full of money. What the heck is this? A sewing kit? Wait, you're giving this to me? Yeah, I figured you could use the sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Or you can just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right? Alright, I gotta admit this is pretty thoughtful. I had just noticed some holes in my clothes. Yes, that's a pretty good reaction. I can tell Gaku's expression is softening. Look, I feel bad saying this after you gave this to me and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders. As you can see, I'm not exactly the big macho Chad type. No, I'm not asking you to fight just in exchange for this gift. More like a gift so I could get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Gross! What the hell's wrong with you? I make delicious spaghetti. Why won't I fight? Isn't it obvious? Because I'm freaking terrified.
I get dragged to this completely insane place, and then they tell
Then
me
I get to
fight
pick
these
an option.
monsters? Like, what am I supposed to do? What even are these invaders? They look like they came straight out of a manga. Yeah, no way. Doesn't matter how much you ask, I can't and I won't. I mean, you tell me. How can you guys even bring yourselves to fight them?
You can make bank
Seems
if you
like-
fight.
Gaku, if you fight, you can make money.
What? Make money? According to Hiroko, every invader you bag nets you a bounty reward. Blah, me puking. What the hell? If you fight the invaders with us, you'll be able to make some serious cash. No freaking way. So you're saying this could be a way out of being broke? No, not just that. We actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. Gaku, come fight with us. Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. I extend my hand and urge him to participate in the coming battles. But, what a bland sellout. Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he averted his gaze and bit his lip. What's the matter? You don't want money? Yeah, I do. Real bad. You have any idea how long I've been broke? I gladly risk my life. No, 2 of my lives for a big payout. But if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders, then all those bastards in the Tokyo residential complex would be saved too. Isn't that a good thing? No way. It's not fair. Not fair? Told you I'm an orphan, right? I grew up poor in a group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I ask for help, those jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day.
They didn't help me, so why should I help them? How is that fair?
Fair? Now's not the time to be thinking about fair. Shut up! You grew up in a happy family. I want to hear crap from you. Gaku started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred toward the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not fighting. He'll never agree to join us until this hatred is addressed.
Hey!
Gaku, I'm here if you want to talk about it. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask Gaku about his past, see if I could find a way to change his mind. Yeah, we get to be like therapists.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17. I was working 24/7, 365 days a year. I worked every day until I was about to collapse, and I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself. Isn't that messed up? So I asked adults for help, to show some love to our home, but we got nothing. Politicians ignored our request for assistance. I went to companies to ask for donations and got tea thrown in my face. There's no way I'm gonna help any of them. I wish they'd all die. I will never, ever, ever
Save your siblings.
Save your siblings.
My siblings? Okay, Hinata looking motherfucker. Takamaru told me. Takamaru seems to know everything about everyone. You're the oldest in the group home, and you have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they'll all die. You're fine letting the invaders massacre your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seemed rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he just abandoned his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are in danger. No, I'm still not fighting. What? Don't you even care if your whole family gets killed? They're not my family. It's not like we're blood related. They're just strangers who happen to live in the same group home as me. What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. I've had stuff my entire life because of those stupid brats. Just thinking about it takes me off. They freaking used me. If it weren't for them, my life wouldn't be as miserable. Those brats can go die, 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 die.
I hope the invaders kill every single one of those brats.
What's with this guy, really? I get his anger toward the Tokyo residential complex. Why his family as well? They went through the same hardships. Gaku, why are you so angry at your family? Would you mind telling me? I need to abate Gaku's anger and get him to fight. I decided to try again.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once. They just complained about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay
You
up
sound like
all
a
night
mom.
just to sew for them. They're little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food.
I feel like maybe you sound like
moved
mom's the
out
right
on my
one,
own. Give me back my time and money! Damn it! Just die! Die, 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 you stupid brats! Die, 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 die,
Yeah, I
die,
think
die,
it was.
die.
You sound like a mom.
The invaders can kill every last one of those brats. I wouldn't even shed a tear.
Oh. Damn it, die. They can all die. I guess I was supposed to just let them get it all out. They all deserve to die. They all should just die. But then why? Why is it when I imagine them being killed?
I start crying.
Aww. It's because you don't want them to die. Not really. But if you think about it, I'd be way better off without them. They don't add any benefit to my life. Family's not about benefits. You should know that better than anyone. You're trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know you can't. You're only making yourself suffer. How about you give up and just accept it? Fight to save your siblings. You want me to save the little brats who ruined my life? Damn it, my life sucks! Was I a panty thief in my previous life?
Gaku, if you don't want to help the Tokyo residential complex, that's fine. I'm not doing this to save the world either. Honestly, as long as I can protect what matters most to me, that's all I care about.
Sometimes the best you can do is just listen. Yeah, yeah. Took a step closer to him and stared right into his eyes.
You don't need to save the Tokyo residential complex. You don't even need to let go of your hate.
This is like a dating sim? I know. I have to get his relationship meter to the max.
Just fight to protect what matters most to you. Like me. For the ones waiting for you at the group home.
Just fight for your family.
Just fight for your family.
Oh god, I shattered him. I'm so sorry, Gaku. I never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know? My own parents didn't want me, so who needs family? They just get in the way. Why should I have to keep busting my hump for them even now? They could be a million miles away for all I know. My whole life I've had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. Talk about rotten luck. But still, I can't just abandon them. They're family. We might not be related by blood, but they're the only family I've got, you know? Of course. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for your family. Is it asking too much for you to fight for them too? Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think through all this. Sure, I understand. Thanks, man. You're a real decent guy. I feel a little better about myself now. Okay, now the problem is I still have 3 people to convince, and I have 1 day to do so.
Burn Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 15th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
The announcement played like usual, and I got out of bed, feeling like it would be just another morning. But then, ding dong? Ding dong. Who could that be? Well, let's see. Is it Darmy again? God damn it. What now, Darmy? Open up the door and welcome my guests inside. How'd you like the meatloaf? A real taste of home, right? Just like Mama used to make? There's a reason for that. I sliced your mother up into little pieces and put her in the... Just kidding. You've been Darmied.
Hey!
Yeah, sure, you got me. Did you want something, or did you just come here to prank me? The last time she showed up at our room, she's like, all right, I've given up. You and me, we're gonna go get ourselves killed. Come on. Don't shoot the messenger, bro. Mistress Hiroko sent me on important business. Mistress Hiroko? She wants you and me and Takamaru and Eito to meet up in the cafeteria. That means right the F now, mister. Anyway, now you know. I have to go tell the others. Mistress Hiroko's orders must be carried out promptly and efficiently. Darmy bounded away, leaving chaos and confusion in her wake. Another meeting, huh? But it's only us this time. The deadline's tomorrow, so maybe Hiroko wants to discuss that test she mentioned? Well, only one way to find out. Cafeteria, here I come. Next time. Okay, Emo Miku. Imiku. Imoku. Imomiku. Boo! Listen. Trust me, I don't want to stop either. But I've got to, like, go get the stuff for spaghetti sauce and make spaghetti. Lame! Boo! 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 It seems like I get through about a week each playthrough. But no, yeah, as long as nothing else is happening on Sunday, I can... Oh, actually, wait. Let me see when I'm fucking working on Sunday. Maybe I can't do it Sunday. Finally sent out the schedule. Boo! Listen, punk. I can stream Sunday. Only work 5:30 to 2. Also, I like that she waited until the day before the next schedule would need to be out in order to post the schedule. You're busy? Oh no! Are you at least busy doing something fun? Tell me about it. I only work 5 days a week, but she keeps changing around which ones. Everyone else gets a nice set schedule. She doesn't like me. Because I like get in the way of, like, she's trying to get her numbers pumped and make herself look great and all that. I get in the way of that. I'm telling you, she's got it out for me. But yeah. Let's see. What days off did she give me? I do not work Thursday and Friday next week. So maybe I can do something Thursday. And if not, Friday. I don't know. We'll see. Trust me, I'd rather not be working so much. It'll be great. Rally people up for a slap your coworker day. Ooh, that's tempting, actually. But like, it probably wouldn't need much rallying because she's pissing other people off because she keeps cutting people's hours. It's like they're part-time, so they can just not, they get one like 5-hour shift a week, right? That works, right? No. Ugh. Anyway. Thank you to anyone who tunes in. Hope you enjoyed. Good night. Slurp well. And stay in school, kids. I guess that makes sense. Bed bugs. Oh god, what are the bed bugs gonna do?